So the game tonight is set in the in early 2022. I'm actually thinking that our date tonight for play might work very well. February 20th, 2022. How does that sound?
Sure.
Two.
Okay, because I know that you guys you experienced a Yuletide game recently, a Christmas session.
Yes.
So you've had
That long session, yes.
was that the long session?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So we're going to start just with a little bit of background for our character Tony, just to get him in, because I know that you're typically the ST and you don't get to play very often. So, so tell us a little bit about Tony real quick.
Okay.
Good.
Tony is a neonite gangrel vampire. Tony works as an accountant, and he did before he was embraced. Currently, he is taking a new position within the Boston Camarilla under the guidance of his sire. And maybe a little push in that direction. Tony is not your typical gangrel per se, but maybe we'll find out how as we get into this.
Now, Tony has taken the position of the Ivory Tower's accountant only recently, handling all the financial procedures that get the kindred in and out of trouble. It's your job to keep the books clean, to make sure the money goes where it needs to go, to keep the IRS off.
Probably also cursing the
Oh God!
of the guy who did it before.
Sorry. Speaking of vampires, you mentioned the IRS.
Well, Tony would have had to have taken over as the accountant due to the fact that the previous accountant disappeared and is presumed dead under mysterious circumstances not too long ago. So you probably have a lot on your hands to handle exactly what type of shady dealings that happens in the background involving kindred money.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
What do you think Tony's nights are typically like?
Tony's nights probably start fairly prompt by heading into the locations necessary, addressing matters. But he always takes some time to slick his hunger as needed, since he's not often invoking the blood in many ways. That doesn't have to happen too often. But yes, Tony's been fairly diligent. This is a very prestigious opportunity, obviously. So he's been keeping his nose clean for the most part and getting to it. Not just to appease his and please his sire, but also to potentially earn a name for himself.
Now, do you think that you would work on-site or off-site of the prince's... Prince Hazel Iverson, who's known as the Swan in Boston, she has this glass and steel monolith in the near center of downtown Boston that she pretty much just keeps all kindred affairs under her, directly centered in that building. It's massive and it overlooks downtown, and it's come under the nickname of the Princess, like the building itself. even to mortals, is known as the princess because it's very tall, it's very slender, it's a very beautiful building. It's definitely an eye-catching display of modern engineering. But inside, the first few floors may be human businesses, accountant offices, such as like yours, lawyers, architecture firms, just basically suit and tie style businesses. But once you get past the first few floors, it starts becoming a little bit more cultish in a way. There's a nightclub in the building that is effectively retainer only. Kindred of Boston are encouraged to bring their herd to this building so that they can mingle with other individuals who know the secrets of the kindred. They are it's a place for retainers to go. It's very quiet. Kindred like to mingle down here. Also, any humans that are brought into this building are encouraged to wear a mask so that nobody can identify them on the streets, so that no kindred can identify your personal retainers. But it's also understood that if you bring your herd or your retainers here, they are open for feeding on any kindred. The city shares the herd when they're inside this building. So there are some that are jealously guarded. It's not everybody who brings them along.
Tony would work probably mostly at the Princess, but obviously, like any good accountant, sometimes you have to take work home and work diligently. So he would have, he does have his own business from his, mostly from his mortal life, but has gone under a different name now. He does keep other accounts with other kindred and mortals as well.
Okay.
Going. But yes, he would mostly work at the Princess, especially currently, given the prestige and being there, looking diligent, obviously, helps with that. Plus, as you said, it is also an easier place to feed, which Tony likes. He likes that. He has a particular style of feeding, but that's more driven by need than desire.
Okay.
So yes, he would mostly work there, but he would work outside of the building as necessary and needed.
Okay. The Tremere Primogen, who's let's see, have to go through my notes because it's such a weird thing that I've done to people. The Tremere Primogen, whose name is Dejan Sayaka. He's a very tall, kind of eccentrically dressed older black man. He tends to wear shorts, running shoes, no socks, bright, colorful clothes, bow tie, glasses. He doesn't look Tremere when most people see him, but he would come to your office one night looking a little flustered. Can I talk to you?
Yes, of course. Tony is often dressed nicely, pantsuits, nice shoes, shirt, vest. He does wear glasses. He's got his hair in a nice boy cut, clean shaven, and he has a bit of he's not exactly a tall or large man, but he's also not like an overweight. He's a little bit more on the slimmer side. But yes, he will nervously stand. He's like, yes, of course, please, sit.
He'll enter, but he's not going to sit down. He's going to stand next to your desk. If you are sitting, he'll look down at you. He does not make any moves to shake your hand. He does not He doesn't go for any pleasantries.
And Tony just kind of sits there and says, "May I help you?"
I'm sure that by your position here that you are aware that although he looks around as if he's not supposed to be saying anything like this to anyone, but like this is the most Masquerade safe building in the city. I'm sure that you know that although I am the primogen of Clan Tremere, I'm not the regent of the local chantry house. When
Of course.
when is the last time that you've heard from the Hartford Chantry? And it's probably been at least a week since you've heard anything from them.
Not recently. Not recently. I would expect that they may contact us soon.
I have not heard from Osborne, who, out of character, you would know is the person who's in charge of the Chantry House. It's the Hartford Chantry that is now working with Boston. I haven't heard from them, and frankly, I don't like stepping foot in their territory, but they do report in often. If you could possibly look into finding some contact with them and get back to me.
May I? How should I put this? Do I sense anything between the lines that he's saying?
He just seems nervous about anything.
Okay.
If you want to try to dig deeper, I will allow you to do a wits plus insight roll. That is up to you. But for right now, he just looks very nervous.
You know what? No, I'll leave it at that. Okay.
He doesn't wait for your answer. He walks out.
Who should I guess contact then if this is
Just try to find Osborne, and he's down the hall.
well, okay. I will tidy up my work and probably move over to one of my laptops and then start going through I guess contacts that I think Osborne would be connected to.
There are several names that pop up connected to the Hartford Chantry, which is actually I believe it's the old Jackson Library, which is shut down to the mortals, but it's known as a tourist destination. People go there, take pictures. It's a big, beautiful building. It's historic. But the names that you get a hold of listed are Deneb Osborne, Janice Wakefield, and Clyde Moses. But while you're looking through that, there's a small index card that is paper clipped to Osborne's file, and all it says is Raven and a phone number.
Interesting. Do I have numbers for the other three?
There is contact information, yes.
And I am aware that these three in particular have more direct contact with Osborne.
They live with him, so
Okay.
they should be able to get a hold of him.
I will first try the obvious numbers then.
Okay.
Starting with what were the names again?
The names that you find under the Hartford Chantry are Deneb Osborne, who's you're trying
Deneb
to get a hold
Osborne.
of, Janice Wakefield, and Clyde Moses.
So we'll try Janice Wakefield first.
The phone number that you have is going to ring just once and then go directly to an answering line. No message, no anything. It literally just beeps and waits for your message.
Once it goes to the messages, this is Tony. We are looking to contact Mr. Osborne if they are available.
Car's extended
And he just
warranty.
leaves like a message.
Okay.
God.
So yeah, he just leaves like a message. Trying to get asking for contact with Osborne.
Okay.
If not, he'll try the next.
Okay. That'd be Clyde Moses. His doesn't even ring. It goes directly to voicemail.
Again, he'll leave pretty much the same message verbatim.
Okay. And I assume you tried. I assume you try Osborne's number, even though.
Yeah, no, that's actually smart. Yeah, I would have probably tried Osborne's number first.
All three of those numbers are unfortunately going to end up being dead ends. You do know where
Okay.
they are, but not many people like to go there. The library was given to the Hartford Chantry by Hazel, the prince, when they first decided to join with the city.
All right. Well, we'll try other name then. Raven.
Okay. The number that you get from Raven is a little bit of a shock. Not to step on personal NPCs of yours for your standard game, but you do end up getting in contact through a retainer to the Prince of Salem, Massachusetts.
Hello, is this Raven?
Yes. Who is this?
Yes. My name is Tony, and I'm calling on behalf of the the branch of the Boston Camarilla. We are looking to get in contact with Mr. Osborne, who we have not been able to contact in some time. This number was listed, and we're just hoping that maybe you could assist in helping us get in hold of him.
You want me to assist in finding your Tremere?
Oh, I apologize.
This is a secure line. Feel free to speak freely.
I was requested to find Mr. Osborne, contact him.
How did you lose him?
That is a very good question. I do not know.
Do you have other Tremere that could help you?
Let's just say the request came from one of similar blood.
Testing.
Success.
Hear ya.
Awesome. Carry on.
So, those of similar blood have asked you to locate. Are you of similar blood, Tony?
No.
I'll get right back to you. And she hangs up.
No. Well,
That went well.
Now, within the hour, she is going to call you back. Directly.
okay. Tony answers pretty quickly. He doesn't generally wait. He doesn't let the phone ring.
Tony.
Yes.
I have a vested interest in the Hartford Chantry.
Oh, good. Then we have similar goals, I'm assuming.
I'm going to arrange for a small coterie of kindred from Salem to arrive in Boston. Can I assume that you will make sure they are taken care of?
Oh, yes. Of course, of course.
They'll help you with this situation. And hopefully we can figure out exactly what is going on.
I see. And then it seems we will be going to the Chantry.
Perhaps.
Very well. May I ask who or what contact I should be seeking or waiting from?
Out of character, I have a question for the players.
Mhm.
Obviously, I am sending you three
No!
to
What a
Boston.
shock! Oh my
No
gosh!
way!
Surprise! I never would have guessed. By the way, when she said, are you? We ask if he's going to take care of us. That could have multiple meanings. Considering,
That's true. That is very, very, very.
I don't know how
Oh,
much
come on.
he
We could
told
easily beat
you.
up an accountant.
Yeah, I don't know what DJ has told you about our dealings with the prince. It's a very interesting relationship.
Yes.
I've told him enough.
Oh, I have some notes.
Oh boy. That means she's not expecting us to succeed. She's expecting us all to die.
She has a vested interest in the Hartford Chantry.
Mhm.
You expect us to accomplish that mission? No, Mr. Bond, I expect him to die.
God, I don't know why I'm
Breathe.
coughing today. I'm fine. I don't know why I'm coughing today.
So
She always talks. She always coughs.
Yeah, it's just a family thing. It's sad.
So, the way that this is going to end up happening is the three of you, and I'm trying not to step on other people's NPCs since I see myself as a guest ST in this situation for you.
I think it was pretty spot on, actually, for what I remember about the Raven. It was pretty good, considering you've never actually.
So I
To be
believe
fair, I expected more anger that somebody had found her number, but whatever.
That's true.
So I believe that Rain is actually going to be the individual contacted.
That's not surprising, sure.
So, in the middle of the night, not really caring what you may be up to, Rain's going to get an urge to go somewhere. You obviously don't have to, but the way that this discipline works, summon.
She doesn't friggin' call me on the phone. I mean, come on.
No, that's too
Okay,
easy.
fine.
No, you are being summoned. You know exactly where you're going. You know exactly who is summoning you. And the way that summon works in V5, it basically just directs you there. It is 100% up to you whether or not you go.
Oh, I so don't want to go because there are reasons why I don't want to go. I'm waiting for a shoe to drop when it comes to the prince. DJ knows what I'm talking about.
Do you?
That
Not-
may
But I
not
will.
happen this session.
I don't. No, but I will. But no, she'll go because she's already ruffled the feathers of the raven
Okay.
a bit more than she likes. So,
Out of
you know,
curiosity, does Rain stall at all, or do you go straight there?
No, I just go straight there.
Okay, good.
It'd be better, you know, I mean, if I feel like if I stall or I fuck around or whatever, yeah, I'm going to find out. Things might get worse. Who knows? So I'm not going to. I'm going to play nice.
So, Rain is being summoned to Gallows Hill
Goody.
in Salem. You're being brought to the hanging area.
Question.
Yes.
Actually, a question for our other storyteller. That's where it happened, right?
Yeah.
Where the season finale happened?
Yeah. That's
Oh,
basically the last scene of the big story.
Okay,
that I did not mention.
Really, all right. So I
really
don't like this.
I may be slightly psychic. Anyway.
Okay, so Rain really doesn't like it, and she's real nervous, but she goes because now she's expecting maybe that shoe that happened at that session is about to drop. It'll be a big surprise.
So how do you arrive?
I will have. You know what? I will have Jarvis, my retainer from Forenza. He's been driving around. I will have him drive me there.
Okay.
In my car. I have a car.
As
It's not like Salem's not like a city. See, you know, you actually need a car to get around there.
So as you pull up to the area, you'll notice that there are people standing outside the entrance. 2 men who are obviously acting as bouncers for this area at the moment. And you can see just slightly inward Raven wandering around the gallows area.
Okay. I don't see the others because I wasn't sure if she'd summoned the other 2 too.
Oh, summoning you specifically.
Oh, goody. All right. So this doesn't help my mood. It'd be better if the other 2 were there. I mean, I'm a strong, independent woman who don't need no one, but I'm going to get out, put on a brave face, get out of the car, and go find out what she wants.
Okay. As you make your way over to her, she seems to be just picking things up from around the area. Not garbage or anything like that, but she's like scooping a little bit of dirt from the ground into a little bottle, putting it in her pocket, wandering over to a bush, stealing some leaves. She's just gathering odds and ends.
DJ?
Yep.
Can you remind me what we call her? What's her title?
You can call her the Prince.
No, there was something else she had us call her.
Milady.
Milady
is the other thing.
Yeah, I don't have my character sheet because I
did send you a quick message, Mekhet.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I put my character sheet in the thing and now. Oh wait, I do have my character sheet. I lied. All right, so my notes are on here somewhere. What was Milady? I'm gonna wait for her, by the way, to speak to me.
When she notices you're there, she pulls her chair to a stop and turns to face you. And she's an imposing figure in this area. Regardless of whether or not you're standing over her because she is sitting in a wheelchair.
Right.
She looks into your eyes as if she expects you to have already done the thing that she has not told you to do yet.
Milady?
Rain?
You summoned me here?
I did. How astute of you. I understand that you have a contact in Boston.
All right, so the player is having trouble. I do.
Miss Warwick?
Yep.
Or Warwick. Pardon me.
Oh, that's right. She travels about. A lot of times she's home, but she does spend a lot of time in Boston.
I need
How can
you and your two little friends, Em and Baxter, to run an errand for me.
what sort of errand, milady?
There's a kindred in the city in Boston that is having an issue tracking down some members of my clan. And I happen to have personal need to understand what is happening over there. Boston, are you familiar with the city?
Yes. I have traveled there before. It's not so far away.
Have you traveled there since the new prince has taken over?
Question, how long ago was that? Actually, no. I'm going to say no. You know what? I'm just going to say no. Make it easier.
Okay.
No, I have not.
I believe the new prince was I believe they claimed Praxis in around 2018.
I don't even know if I was a vampire at that point.
You were not.
Yeah,
You were not.
released at that point. So, no. I have not.
It's a big city. I want to warn you on that one.
Oh, I have been there. We would go there when I was a child.
Yes.
Now and then.
The kindred there are not too friendly about outsiders.
Ooh. Like outside of Boston? Outside of Clan? What sort of do you mean by outside?
Of Boston.
Okay. Well, at least I'm born in this great state, so I sound like, I know I do not have a Boston accent, but I've been born and raised here too. I think I can fit in just fine.
I'm going to give you something to take with you. And I want you to be careful with it. It's only one use.
Okay.
She's going to reach into her jacket pocket where she was just stuffing the little things that she had found. And she's going to hand you a small wooden box. Take this with you. Make sure you take Em and Baxter along with you.
Okay. Can I
You
ask?
have to include your little brother.
Can I ask what's in the box? And
Something that may help.
do I have to wait until
You can open it
the
if you
circuit?
wish.
I can open it. All right, I open it now.
Okay. There is a lighter and a small glass bottle. Actually, it's not. It's actually not that small. It's a fairly large glass vial of what looks like blood with something floating in it.
I examine it.
It looks like a long, wound up, kind of like bunched up, flat ribbon of some kind.
Do I have any idea what this is?
How? Let's see. Let's take a look. Let's see. I do not see any occult on your person. Oh,
Nope.
nope.
Nope. No clue then.
So no, you would have no idea exactly what this is. I want you to use this as a last resort. All you have to do is say the name of the individual that you are looking for, which you will get from the guide that you are meeting. Take the ribbon out of the vial and light it on fire. And yes, you do have to hold it. And she just has this little mischievous grin when she says that.
I just look at her like, of course.
You'll be fine.
I know. I couldn't imagine you're going to give me something that would cause any more than, or be any more than a little bit of an annoyance. Right, sorry, I'm reading. So take the ribbon, light it on fire, and hold it.
Yes, you just need
first
to
you have to say
speak.
the name of the person.
So it's a way to locate. It's like a locate person.
Yes.
Now, is there a range on how far this will track?
The night.
Just a night. So they got to be within somewhat close proximity.
I would imagine they're still in the city.
Okay. All right then. I forget. Did you say who I'm? Oh, who am I meeting? You said there was a contact, or
She'll hand you a folded piece of paper. It has the name Tony on it and a phone number.
Okay.
And she is also going to let's see. She's also going to hand you a she's going to hand you an address. Have him meet you here.
Okay. So, if we succeed,
Yes.
come on, the whole vampire world works on boons. If we succeed, perhaps, maybe a certain incident can be forgotten. You might want to message the storyteller on that one and find out if that's okay to be bargaining this.
Tell you what. How about we see how well you succeed, and we can discuss that when you get back.
Fair enough. Anything else, milady?
I think that'll be all.
All right. I better get to it. And I'll give her a little bow, and I'll head to the car.
She bows at the neck in superiority at you
Of course.
and lets you leave.
I let out the biggest. If I was breathing, I'm still going to do it. I let out a big breath. I will take in air just to do that. And while we're driving,
When the boss leaves and you can finally stop sucking in your gut.
exactly. All right, so I gotta call Tony and my two little compatriots. All right, first of all, I'll call my two compatriots, and I'm just. Or wait, we have a messenger, right? We have a group messenger, or something.
I believe you do.
Yeah, so we just.
They love technology.
So yeah, I know. Can't Maria's with cell phones. Yeah, that tracks. All right, so basically, I will text them. Meet me at the hotel. We have a mission from the prince, and then I'll call Tony. Or the number.
All right. Well, you guys can handle that phone call, I think. Tony's phone is going to ring.
Ring, 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 ring.
Tony speaking. Who is this?
Good evening. My name is Ray Northridge, and I have been asked to call you and to help you find a certain lost
yes.
member of.
Yes. That should be enough. Yes. No. Excellent. So, when can I expect you?
We can drive down there. I'm planning on getting my other 2 members of our coterie. Sounds weird.
That sounds good.
And,
we. Oh, yes.
no, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yes. Well, we can meet at a couple of different locations, whichever is more convenient.
I have an address for you.
You do?
Yep. The Raven gave me an address that we were to meet at. And I'll tell
okay. Yeah. That sounds fine.
All right. I tell you the address, since I don't think we actually have one.
The address that Rain tells you to meet them at is the Boston Harbor.
Okay.
Oh, just at the harbor?
It's one of the shipping companies.
Oh, okay.
Tony will jot that down. I'm assuming Tony's at least familiar with the general area that'll bring him.
You're aware that the address given was Anarch territory.
And so this is the address.
That's just what she gave me.
I see.
Just be careful.
All right. This is fine. Very well. I shall meet you there. Please, how long will it take you to get here?
Get my friends there. Let's say 2 hours.
Oh, all right. 2 hours then. Yes, 2 hours. Then I will see you then.
All right, then. Until then.
Yes. And Tony will then hang up and...
yeah.
Oh.
As a nice ST, I'm letting you all start with Hunger 1.
Right. Thank you.
I mean...
Oh, I make them roll every session.
I go back and forth depending on how the game is progressing.
Oh, no. See, this just means that
It's okay. You can say depending on how bad you are at your players. We've all been there.
No, I was going to say, it just means that actually there's just going to be a lot of opportunities for Hunger to go up with this game. I get how this is. So be merciful now, because it's going to be real rough. However we get there.
It will be.
I like a challenge. I do.
So are there any preparation that the coterie is going to make before heading to Boston?
Emma's grabbing her special knife that she got from the Raven.
Oh. I almost forgot about those.
I was gonna say there is nothing under items in inventory.
Yeah.
I need to see.
Did you forget to put that on there?
I forgot about those in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
So those were knives that were used to attack Grant Giovanni with. That basically they didn't have. I can't think right now. The damage wasn't halved. It's still slashing, so it's not aggravated damage, but I almost want to say bashing.
Okay.
That is what they used to call it.
Yes, that's why I'm having a hard time thinking of the new term.
It doesn't have the superficial damage. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, thank you.
Okay,
that's
so
what
you
now,
effectively have.
I'm not saying
you effectively have knives of feral weapons. Very nice.
So that being said, they may not realize at this point if they still work or not.
Okay.
If you want to take those out of play, that's fine.
If you wanna message me on whether or not they're active.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It's still a knife, anyways.
It is still a knife.
weapon.
It's a wicked blade.
Pointy.
They are older
end.
style blades.
Pointy end goes into the other person. Gotcha.
That's right.
How to fight. Lesson 1. Stick the pointy end in their soft bits. Lesson 2. Crump their crunchy bits with the heavy end.
Okay. Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
I
Oh.
like that. Oh my god, I love it.
So any
Lesson 3. Don't get stabbed.
any other items being collected before you leave?
I believe Baxter has a revolver in his possession. He will be loading that, bringing some extra bullets, and concealing that in his hoodie.
Okay.
Jeez, I don't have any weapons. Jeez. I have my heels. Of course I'm going to wear my heels.
Your stilettos of justice. Gotcha.
I had a gun or something. Jeez. Maybe I didn't.
Wooden, blessed. That was one awkward visit to the church, by the way.
You know what? I don't actually have a weapon. That's okay. I'm not really a fighty character. I let these two do all the dirty work.
Understood.
I just work with people's minds. I will wear my stiletto heels. I can't actually use it. We actually were using it as a weapon in that session.
Now, do you take them off to use them as a weapon, or do you attack with them on?
It depends.
Okay.
If they're prone, they could stay on. I mean, it'd be curb stomp people.
That's a simple.
And if they're standing and I have to, I'll take them off. And they are wooden heels, so that's why I said I can use them. I can use them to stake some vampire with, or even
I feel like you need to start getting mealy with whip.
Fine, I'll get a friggin'
No, not right now. I'm just saying. I think that's something that we should look at.
I know she would have a whip. I mean, for frick's sakes, look at her.
Probably have a handful.
Hold on, maybe I will. That actually could be really useful. Seriously, they don't have a whip as in the friggin' wow. There's no whip as an item.
I've actually asked that in a forum recently, and it'll have to be done under custom items once they have that set.
Well, I'm going to add it in there because that actually makes all sorts of friggin' sense.
That is absolutely fine. I do believe that whips exist in the Hunter book.
Oh, we don't have that on here, do we?
I do.
That's okay. I just added. You can give me whatever stats if it comes down to it.
Okay.
I'll have to look that up because I have the Hunter book, but I haven't really read through it yet.
I don't remember if it's in the Hunter like the regular Reckoning book, or if it's in the Second Inquisition book. But I am happy.
I do have that as well.
The Inquisition.
No one
Boy,
expects it.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of expecting maybe there's an Inquisition involved in this because somebody disappeared. That's one suspect. All right.
Anyone
Anyways,
else?
I'll just my heels and I'll bring a whip. They'll tuck in. I'll tuck it in like I don't know. I'm not gonna go. Usually she dresses, in pencil skirts and power suits, so things like that. But this time, this feels like a mission that needs comfort other than my heels. So I'll put on more comfortable pants, and there'll be a pocket, and I can kind of stick the whip back there and put longer, like a sweatshirt.
Cookie Monster PJ pants.
Yeah. Oh God, no.
Be a
Everything's
creature of Walmart.
Nice.
No, Rain wouldn't be caught dead being a creature of Walmart. She wears a shirt big enough so basically she could tuck the whip in and have the shirt cover it. So, loop it up and just have it kind of hiding under a long shirt.
I think that would, if she did that, I think that would be call for a blood hunt.
Understood.
Jesus Christ. At least I'm not a Toreador. That would be a blood hunt. That'd be such a crime against fashion.
All right. So is that all the prep?
Yeah.
I can think of.
Okay. And then M will take her car to the inn. If I see Baxter walking, I'll pick him up.
Okay. Do you think is Baxter seen?
That's such a great question.
Let's see.
When you're talking about
Probably, yeah. But Baxter's kind of hard to spot, but this group knows what to look for.
Mm.
Yeah, we know him really well, so.
Okay. So should we pick up at your arrival to Boston?
Oh, sure. Is that okay with everybody, or does anybody want to do anything when we get to the hotel?
We must roleplay an entire Dunks run first.
Yeah, Duck's Run that we can't even eat or
Oh,
drink.
no. This
Can
adds
we
a
just-
whole
we just-
meeting.
Stare at the donuts longingly.
Smell the coffee. I mean,
When the
Oh,
drive-up
God.
person sticks her hand out the window, you just take a drink.
This adds a whole great. Now I feel like this has to be a feeding restriction for somebody.
must be Dunk's employees.
It must have eaten at Dunks recently.
Oh my gosh, that's so good, actually.
Isn't there a feeding restriction, or isn't it an example at least, that for someone to have a feeding restriction where the victim has to have, like, drugs or alcohol in their system or something?
Yep.
Yes.
That's exactly
Yeah.
where you're going.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, real talk, we're good. We can arrive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
We'll just keep role playing out the whole thing so that DJ never gets to play again.
I gave him his chance first. Now it's you guys. Anyway.
Yeah.
So how do you guys get to Boston?
Jarvis in my car? Or
Okay.
do you want it? Actually, maybe we should just leave Jarvis at home. I mean, I don't. To juggle another character.
Just leave him in the car.
I could just leave him in the car. I guess if we get in trouble, he can call for help. All right, fine. Jarvis can drive.
Okay.
He seems to like to drive.
What kind of
so-
car do you drive?
Oh crap! What a kind of car! I was like, as to say, it's probably something somewhat practical, not overly pretentious. Even though she's somewhat pretentious, like a sedan.
Okay. Something respectable.
Yeah, something respectable.
Okay.
Also small parking areas and things. So small parking spaces and such.
Yeah. So how does Tony respond to the fact that this unknown coterie that the supposed prince of Salem is to meet them at a known anarch location?
Tony is nervous, but
You're pretty aware that the Baron Thane is not too kindly to Camarilla,
Yeah.
especially recently. He's gone from being annoyed to having openly attacked.
So Tony's nervous, but he's also worried that if he doesn't do this, it's just going to be worse. He will leave and try to arrive on time, punctual,
Mm-hmm.
and not linger or anything like that. Try not to draw much attention if he can. Yeah, and just try to make things quick. The question is, it's not like he's thinking that they're going to stay there, but he doesn't know either.
Mm.
So, do I realize that this is? I might not, though. I don't realize that this is in. Not that I care. I mean, we have anarchs. I don't remember what Baxter is. I know M for sure is an anarch.
I'm not 100% sure if you guys would know if this is
That's what I
Anarch
mean.
territory.
I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't know what I. So as I said, I mean, in a way, I'm glad right now. I'm glad there's anarchs. I don't know what Baxter is. 'Cause what else could be?
I think Baxter has been relatively tight-mouthed on that subject.
Okay, so we really don't know what your persuasion is.
No.
We probably each feel like he's probably closer to us than to the other.
Technically, I'm the other side. I am.
Yeah,
But
I know,
that
but I like
said-
you anyway.
well, that's because I don't really like the cam, even though I am.
The cam
Mhm.
doesn't like the cam. You're fine.
There you go. Exactly.
I like how M
Damn
don't think she's
Camarilla.
Anarch.
They ruined being Camarilla.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
so that's why we get along.
Yeah, I like how
Sure.
M thinks she's Anarch.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Is it?
I don't follow the Camarilla.
Yeah, sure.
I have helped, but
Whoa! Oh god.
she tells me to
Because
bend and Raven tells me to bend a knee. I'm going to be like, no, thank you.
I believe you have though.
I don't think so.
You call
Except-
him a lady.
So,
Have I though?
I believe so. You know, there's bad
Sorry,
consequences if you
no,
don't.
it's fine.
Oh, he's probably. I'm feeling that our guest storyteller is probably pretty entertained by this.
Oh, this
conversation.
is definitely entertaining to me. So as Tony arrives in the area, given the fact that over the last couple of years things have gotten a lot worse in relationship to the Anarchs and the Camarilla. There was a situation a little while ago that the Anarchs were led to believe that the Camarilla was supposed to help them with a thing, and ended up getting a good number of them killed by the Camarilla just not showing up.
Assholes.
So the Cam is not basically the Anarch's favorite people right now.
I can't imagine why.
Now, when you arrive at that address, however, where you would expect to find basically guards or at least someone keeping watch, there's no one there. Just the fog coming in off the bay. The address, which you might find locked up, is, in fact, but it's locked from the outside with a chain.
Look
Tony will
around.
park a little bit of ways, and he will discreetly approach, nervously looking around.
Okay. You have sensed the unseen. I am going to have to ask you to throw a wits plus aspects.
All right. Oh, get out of the way.
I believe that's our first actual roll for the night as well.
Let's see, wits, aspects. That's 4 total. So let's see if I can do this right.
Yeah, I still haven't figured
I
it
believe
out.
you're just rolling 4 die.
Yep.
Ta-da. Okay. So
2.
you got 2 successes. I'm going to go ahead and say that there is something off about the location. You don't know if it's something in the mist itself, but there's just something that doesn't sit right about what you're seeing. And there is definitely a heavy scent of vitae in the air.
Vitae?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Fun times.
Does it smell fresh?
It smells... It's hard to tell with kindred blood if things are fresh, and it's not that unusual for this area to smell like vitae. The the Anarch Cirrus, who is effectively their militia trainer. She's in charge of basically making sure new recruits know how to actually combat kindred. She tends to beat the crap out of the younger anarchs constantly. And so the smell isn't that strange, but also when it comes to kindred vitae, depending on the blood potency, it's either dead within an hour after it's hit the ground, or if it's from a very particularly high blood potency, it could linger for nights.
And the only way to tell which it is probably just to wait around and see how long the smell lasts.
Yeah, just keep tasting it in the air. All right. Yeah, this will just cause him to be even more wary, since most likely it would probably be younger kindred, but that would mean they would have been around here either recently or potentially still.
True.
So I just have a sense that something's off, either in the fog or the area in general.
Yeah, and that's aside from the fact that there's no music, there's no talking, there doesn't seem to be much movement in the area.
Is this like an industrial? I'm assuming this is an industrial area since it's near the, or is it more like commercial?
It's more commercial. It's more commercial.
So
there's some warehouses in the area. There's not really much industrial anything. Like it's more shipping and storage.
Okay. So there'd at least be, I'd probably think of at least workers going on at night. Do I see a lot of lights on around here?
Aside from the fact that most of the street lights still work, not really much.
Okay. I will, do I want to do that?
Yes, you do.
I don't see people. And it's not particularly bright, so things could be hidden pretty well. I think I will activate Eyes of the Beast to get a better look.
Activating Eyes of the Beast. I'm going to be... This is one of those situations where I let you guys add fun things if you want to. I will allow you to go ahead and roll that Wits plus Aspects again, but I'll let you add your Protean to it.
Okay.
So 6 dice instead of 4.
Let's see how this goes. B 3 5. Yeah, that works.
There you go. All right, so 3 successes this time.
3.
You got
Nice.
3 successes this time. you're going to notice that as the mist is just slowly moving its way through the harbor, that there is a very large freighter ship that seemed to have been hidden in some way. It just comes into view. It seems to actually just materialize out of the clouds. And that's around the same time I'm going to allow the car to show up with the coterie.
Oh boy.
So you
Did
will
we
notice
see
the.
that?
I am under the impression that our dear Baxter has sensed the unseen as
Yes.
well.
I do.
So I'm going to go ahead and say that things seem off with you, but if you would like to do that wits plus aspects as well, we can see if you catch what's going on.
That is 2 successes.
2 successes.
Oh, yeah, it is.
You're going to have that sense that something seems a little off, but since you're not really used to this area anyway, it could just be coincidence.
Okay.
But yeah, as Tony's looking around and checking out the area, you will notice the headlights get caught up in that mist as well, and their sensible vehicle pulls up.
Tony will do a quick turnaround because he's surprised now, of course, because he's on edge. So now he's looking at them full on with glowing cat eyes.
Yeah, when the lights from your car
Oh my.
just flash across his face, those eyes just catch. It's like what happens when a cat gets caught
Right.
at night.
Not sure how I feel about this. I mean, I've seen a lot of weird things since becoming a kindred, so I'm gonna roll with it. I mean, he's here. Does he look like it? Do we even? No, I don't even know his account. What do I see in front of me? The cat eyes. What are you? You're wearing a suit?
Yeah, you want to give a good description?
Yeah, so Tony is about 5'7", of the slender variety, but not skinny, not super skinny or anything like that, just of the slender variety. He is wearing a practical suit, tie with a clip, boy cut hair. He is carrying around a briefcase. Nice shoes. A classic white shirt, button-up shirt. And I guess right now it kind of looks like he's a cat's caught, in headlights. Maybe a little scared looking.
Ears are folded back.
Yes, for some reason you just picture ears folding back.
I look at the others. I look at M and Baxter and see if I get a read on their feelings of the whole situation.
Yeah, getting ready to not
You
be
have
nice
seen-
if things go wrong.
You've seen which pocket Baxter keeps his gun in. His hand is in that pocket.
I look at you two and I go, good, I guess I'm not the only one that's apprehensive about this situation. All things considered. But perhaps we should get out of the car and see what happens. And I'm going to get out of the car.
All right. So Tony sees this
Stepping out.
crew of 3 individuals stepping
4,
out.
actually.
4?
3. Well, there's going to be 4 people, but I'll tell Jarvis to stay put.
Okay.
There are 4 in the car, though.
Yes. Well, if Jarvis stays in the car, you would see these 3 individuals step out.
Yeah, fair.
Tony will blink away his eyes of the beast as he kind of puts his hands up to block the headlights. Um, Rain?
Tony. Yes, it is me.
Oh, good.
And Baxter. I pointed the other two.
Kind of nods at him.
Good to meet you. Do I still see the ship as I look back without the eyes of the beast on?
You know that it's there, so you can
Okay.
see it.
Oh, so we don't know, I don't know it's there.
No, you do not see it. Tony Tony is the only one who can see this massively imposing cargo ship.
I would like to ask, this cargo ship, can I see it clearly, or is it still vague?
Now that you know that it's there, although there is the occasional as the mist, as the fog from the bay rolls in, it kind of gets lost in the fog a little bit, but you know that it's there. You can still see it. It's it's there, but then it vanishes, but then it's there again.
Does it look new, old, good shape, bad shape?
It's older. It's in pretty good shape, but it is older.
Any markings, insignias, names?
There is a name. There is a name painted on it. If you are standing at the right angle, which since you're walking around, I'm not going to be too much of a butt about it. You do see the name Countess. It's spelled Cautes. Countess.
Cautes.
And I'm sorry to do this so soon after you've already rolled, but if you want to roll an intelligence, let me take a look at your sheet and see what you have. If you want to do an intelligence plus finance roll.
Okay. With specialty?
What is your specialty? I see a specialty, but what is it?
Counting. So probably not, actually.
Actually, yes.
Not. Oh boy. Oh, I see now. I see.
Yes, your accounting specialty does actually fall into this.
Okay.
The accountancy?
But
So that's a decent roll for me, to say the least. It's going to be a dice pool of 8.
Ooh.
Nice.
Tony coming in strong with that accountancy knowledge.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes!
Oh God!
Yes! Already. Okay. You got
You got 5. Wait,
5
what?
successes.
Look at where the 10 is. Look at where the 10
5
is.
successes. Oh, that's amazing. You are, however, lucky that it's only 1. So
Yeah.
All right.
Is that that almost a messy crit?
Almost.
so
almost.
close to being a messy crit.
God, what is a messy crit
close.
for an accounting roll?
Oh, you all of you get audited. Anyway, all of you get letters from the IRS saying you're being audited. That's what a messy crit looks like.
No.
Okay. So Baxter getting a text from his old work. Okay, fine. Little stressful.
So,
Getting a text from his ex-wife. Oh crap! Kind of annoying. Getting a text from the IRS. Abject terror.
Amen.
New version of the Inquisition.
Oh my God! Somebody needs to write that. The Inquisition's really filled with. That's how they're going to take the
that's
vampires
how they keep
down.
finding you. Yeah.
It's the friggin' Inquisition.
It's not the cell
nothing
phones. It's the frivolous spending.
No, it's the
Why so much
Inquisition
red
is
satin?
It's all IRS agents.
That's a lot of leather.
You spend how much money at claw machines?
This person dresses like they're in the Blade movies.
Hey,
So-
stop
At that point,
talking
you
about my
deserve to get
side
staked.
So yes, Tony is gonna know this name. There's actually a company called the Counterpates Company, and they've The only reason you know about it is because going through the books on the basically going through all the books in Boston and trying to figure out like who has money where and what. This company has popped up a few times
Wh-
in the past.
What was the name of the company again?
It is CAU
Yep.
TOP
TOP.
ATES. The Calpates.
ATOS?
ATES.
ATES. Okay.
Yes. Caltopates Company.
Caltopates.
The Caltopates Company.
So, from what I can gather, this ship should be owned or or in some way tied to this company, correct?
Yes.
The ship is
Considering the
tied to-
fact that the name
Yes.
is almost identical, like, but
Yep.
yes, it's somehow it's connected to this company. Yes.
Through the books, the Caltopates company, did it have a particular, how should I put it, aspect within the within the accountant region? Like it dealt with, shipments or some other function?
It's primarily a shipping company, and it has been used by various kindred. In the books that you've seen, to safely move things in and out of the city.
All sorts of things or certain things?
All sorts of things, but I cannot say
Okay.
that there has not been some suspicious activity. But you know, you can kind of expect that.
Yeah. Oh, do you guys see that?
See what?
See what?
No.
Baxter's going to notice it the moment he points it out. As soon as Tony points it out,
Yeah, he's just kind of pointing out into the water.
yeah, there's no even need for another test on that one with your sense of the unseen. You definitely see it the moment he points
Wait.
it out.
Wait, I see it.
What? There's nothing there. What do you
This is a
see?
ship.
What?
Freighter ship.
What? There's nothing there.
And
How did you know about this?
As Baxter says that there's a freighter ship, the others can now see it too.
Oh, that freighter ship.
It kind of
Tony just kind of
How did that come from? What?
Tony just kind of looks at them all. Like, how did you know?
He can.
No, I mean, how did you know to come here?
The Raven gave me the address. Remember, I told you the address.
Oh, how did she?
You know, you don't ask her those kind of questions.
I guess we know exactly where we need to go, at least.
Yeah, it's a big honking clue.
Is this ship docked,
the ship is
or is it
intact
out in the bay?
It is.
Is it
Okay.
real? Or is it a ghost? I mean, it kind of appeared from nowhere.
I
Is
wouldn't
this
know
actually
I would not know
real?
how to answer that. I don't have a cult.
Well,
It seems physical enough to you all.
Okay.
one way to find out. Let's go see if we can board it.
All right.
Is there a way? You said there's a gate.
There is a gate. It does seem to have a chain and lock on it.
Can I break the lock?
Can you break the lock? How would you like to try and break the lock?
I'm gonna take the lock in one hand, the chain in another, and just try to like pull them apart real quick.
Okay. Well, you are endowed with 2 levels of potence. So I'm going to go ahead and just say that the chain is going to give way to your strength. However, while you're doing that, I want you to also you're going to realize that there are other bits of chain around the ground of the gate, and they don't look quite right. In fact, if you want to do a intelligence plus, let's say, I'm trying to give you something you have.
I mean, do we all see it?
Yeah, if you all go up to look at it, that's absolutely fine. In fact, I think that I'm looking at people's character sheets.
I have them roll wits plus wits plus awareness so often.
Yeah,
I have no problem with doing others.
that's definitely what I'm always getting stuck into doing.
Yeah,
Because it's the vampire perception check. I mean,
it is.
yeah.
it's the equivalent.
I would actually like to see. Unfortunately, I only see one person who has it, and that's Tony again.
That's okay. Tony can do it.
Tony's buffed with a bunch of stuff that just.
Did you? I mean, I know you two talk, so I mean, like, did you two plan?
Nope.
Oh no, not at all.
I'm kidding. I know that.
Actually, I would like to see Tony rolling intelligence or probably wits. Actually, no, we'll go intelligence. We'll say intelligence and science. And
I have a feeling it was science. Yeah, I had a feeling it was
science.
No, no specialty in mathematics this time.
Yeah, no.
So this is a 5 dice pool.
Mhm.
It's not 10 this time.
Occult would also work if anybody has something like that.
I feel like
sure
I
if anybody
need to
does.
take occult.
I see M has occult. I see Baxter has occult.
Yeah, I'm the only one who doesn't.
What am I rolling here? 4D. There we go. 1, 2,
2 successes. 2 successes. And you're very lucky you got those 2 successes too, considering the fact that you got a
I know.
1 on your hunger.
Bestial failure on the hunger.
That would be amazing. 2 successes. You really can't tell what happened to it, but you can tell that the chain bits, I'll put it that way, the chain bits that are laying around the ground are heavily rusted and just, they kind of look like they just fell apart. They look very old.
Sorry, just grinning as a storyteller.
There's also a smashed master lock on the other side of the fence that looks also old and just rotted out.
So Tony will kind of kneel down and examine the chains. Like, it looks like it just fell apart, just rusted apart.
Yeah, if you touch it, some of the more brittle chain links actually kind of crumble to a brownish red dust.
So it just looks like it's straight oxidized.
Just completely aged to nothing.
This is very strange indeed. And
You
he'll
sure
just
this
kind of
isn't a ghost
he'll
ship?
dust it off like Salt Bay.
All right. Well, that's weird, but we need to get to the ship, right?
Yes. Nothing about that. It's very strange. Well, the chains here are aged and decay, and there's another lock over there. But this is now a new chain and new lock?
Well, maybe the ship hasn't been here long.
I have friends that watch the show, but this feels like some timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly crap. I don't watch that show. I've heard that term, though.
Well, yes, we do need to continue on.
Yeah, I think that something tells me the answer will present itself as we explore and investigate. So, There are no answers here, so you were right. We should move on.
Okay.
All right. Opening the gate.
Yeah, it swings open fairly easily. There's a little bit of a creaking sound as the metal around the hinges, rubs up against itself, and you are now inside of the locked off area. And as you approach, also, and when you enter, that scent that I said that Tony could smell when he was investigating earlier, the fact that scent of vampiric vitae is just permeating the area.
Oh, so we can all smell it.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm not really hungry. Why? I mean, do you all smell that?
Yeah.
I'm trying to ignore it, but yes.
Tony, you're from here. Do you have any clue why it smells so strong here?
Oh,
Guesses?
well, so we happen to be in, Anarch territory, and the Anarchs tend to have a rather violent training regiment that can lead to the smell of vitae lingering about. But I mean,
I kind of look at M and like, is this the sort of stuff that the Anarchs do?
Not the ones I know. We just like to have a good time.
wait, what?
What?
You're Anarch?
She's an Anarch.
Yeah.
She's
are
cool,
you all
though.
Anarchs?
No,
No.
I'm Cam.
Tony just seems visibly confused.
We figured out a way to get along, and let's just say that I know you're Cam. Keep this under your hat. I'm not totally thrilled with the Cam, but we coexist.
You're not from around here. That's fine. You do as you like. Just I don't know if I'd tell others that.
Well, you're kind of with us right now, so I figured we need to build a sense of trust. We're gonna have to trust each other in this. I want you to trust me.
That's very novel.
Tell
of
you what, we encounter any anarchs, I'll take point.
All right.
That's probably a good thing.
Em just shakes her head and walks to the ship.
Yeah. on that, there are several buildings in this area. They're storage offices, warehouse style buildings. You can absolutely go around them and get up to the ship. There's no lights on. There's no sound, music. Doesn't seem to be any sign of movement or anything happening in the area right now.
Okay. What do you guys want to look at first?
What else is there? I mean, I don't know. What else?
I know I may not be familiar with it, but I do want to look around to see if there's any odd graffiti.
Any what?
Odd graffiti.
There's plenty of graffiti. That is absolutely a thing. There's lots of if you know style graffiti. You can definitely see some kindred influence.
Okay.
In it. Basically, the classic "if I can't find a way, I'll make a way" style anarch graffiti. That's
Okay.
yeah.
That's what I was wondering about. Okay. Yeah, Tony will just keep an eye out. And yeah, we'll just keep an eye out.
Okay.
I mean, I'll look at the ground. I mean, I'll just kind of look around and see if there's anything interesting or weird or anything, any clues, anything.
Okay.
I'm not sure if this is where we need to be, but I feel like
At-
we need to do stuff for the ship.
As you are wandering around, whoever is actively searching for anything, I will go ahead and accept a wits and awareness to see if anybody notices anything in the dim light.
All
the
right,
area.
so you're gonna tell what's the prompt then? Because I'm not typing this right.
It is going to be a exclamation point,
Yeah.
roll, and then space. And
Oh,
then,
there's a space.
yeah. And then how many standard dice you have that you're rolling, followed by D10, plus your blood dice.
You mean the
D10.
hunger one?
Yep. There you go.
All right. So wait, do you subtract when it had the replace? So it's
Yeah, you have to replace one of the.
Okay, so you take your total, subtract one, and then add the one back.
Yeah, that's your hunger.
So it's wits and awareness. Okay, so I'm pretty good in that. So it'd be
And
5.
M is, let's see, just double checking some stuff. Yeah.
So
yeah,
sorry, it was roll space. Was it 5? Sorry, 5d10.
Actually, yeah, I forgot about subtracting 1 for the hunger die. So
Okay.
I'll roll again.
Right, so it'd be 5. So if I have 6, it'd be 5d10 plus 1d10, right?
Yes.
Oh, good, it worked.
So
There you go.
Bax is going to be looking for signs of break-in, like broken padlocks or anything else that looks like someone got around a security feature.
Okay.
Success is what and above? 5
6 and
above?
above. 6 and above.
6 above. Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a 50-50
Two.
shot in V5.
2.
Tony did well.
Tony did very well. In older editions, it was 8 and above. So
Christ.
think about that.
Yeah,
Jeez.
in World of Darkness edition is what everyone kind of calls it, or New World of Darkness. It was 8 up, and you got to roll another die if you got any 10s.
Yeah.
And before that, it was a varying target number. But
Alright,
the
so
average was 6.
What
But yeah,
what successes do we have? M, I see 2.
Yep.
Bax also has 2.
Rain, Bax. Oh,
2. Wow.
Everybody. No, you got 3 for Rain.
What's the third one? I thought you said it was
Your hunger
Your
die.
hunger. Your hunger.
Oh, I didn't even look. I'm a moron. Okay, yeah, 3.
And
I stopped looking.
wow. Okay. Well, Tony's gonna stop dead in his tracks. Everybody else is going to notice this, but yeah. Just with the rolls that we have, everybody is going to notice that smell permeating through the area is very heavy coming from inside.
Oh boy.
Also, you're going to start noticing that the grittiness that you're stepping on is an ash, not just random dirt. You're stepping on greasy, ashy
What?
substrate. Tony, on the other hand, as he's walking and he stops dead in his tracks, he's going to notice that some of these doors have been hastily replaced as they were ripped off the hinges, and they're just kind of sitting up on the doorways.
The hell?
Ooh. Tony will take a close look at the ash. Does he see bone mixed in?
There is definitely some bone in there.
How much ash are we talking about?
It's strangely enough in like piles. just here and there. Some of them are stretched out almost in an odd shape. In fact, you have a good amount of successes. You rolled 4, and they were pretty high numbers. I'm going to go ahead and say that you're going to notice that some of them are in vaguely human shape.
I'm not sure we have to worry about the anarchs.
You also notice the bullet shells that are just mixed in.
Well, what did I say at the top of the
Um,
episode about the Inquisition? Shit.
Yeah, Tony starts really looking around. And like up. It's like at the top of buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
Do I notice the bullets, and do I notice all this 2 with 3?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that after a couple seconds, you guys are going to notice that there's shell casings all over the place. The ashes, the fact that the doors have been ripped off the hinges, bent in some weird ways, just kind of placed back up against there so that they're not noticeable.
I look around. I look bullets, and what do we think? This is the Inquisition? I mean,
think,
vampires. I'm sorry, kindred can use firearms as well, but this is a lot of bullets.
how close are we to the ship?
You can get to the ship without any issue. There doesn't seem to really be anything blocking.
I think we should hurry now.
I agree.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
move along.
Like fast. And Tony will activate Eyes of the Beast again to try to get a better look at things.
Oh, it's a massacre.
Yeah.
It's a massacre. Most of the lights, you can tell that the ones that were not lit in the area, like the overhead lighting in the area, most of them have been damaged by bullets that have gone through. There's some of them that just look like they've kind of crumbled. Like the plastic, like those old sodium lights. They've just kind of like fallen apart. Like they even look like the bulbs and everything are still there. They're just not working any longer.
Interesting. Just trying to think of what Tony might be able to puzzle out. As they're moving, Tony's like, I'm not sure if this is mortals.
There's some
I don't know
scraps of leather.
I don't
What do you
know if
think it
mortals
is?
can make things rust.
I don't know if mortals can have magic. Well, wait a minute. Well, I mean, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, one of us has gone missing.
Tony
They're
will look
obvious.
through any windows that might be about. I know we're mostly going through probably like warehouses and whatnot, so there may not be any. But if there are any, he'll like kind of do a quick glance in.
The closest thing that you're going to see to windows is a few of the buildings have like service windows where people would be able to talk to somebody through a window.
Yeah, he doesn't want to stop. He just wants to see if he spots anything on the way.
Yeah. The computers that are in these little offices where people would typically look through the window, talk to somebody, check in, things like that, they have seen better days. Some of them just look brutalized. The towers of the computers have been ripped open. Parts have been yanked out.
Does it look like things were taken, or like vandalism with some of the towers just being kicked in?
Well, let's see, Baxter. You have 2 points in technology if you want to do intelligence plus technology.
Will do.
Let me know if I'm having you guys roll too much also.
Oh no.
No, that's
We're more
fine.
used to rolling, to be honest, since we're generally doing D&D and stuff.
Yeah.
We're okay with that.
Fine. Yeah.
I'm trying to let people play to their strengths.
No, you're doing a great
That's
job.
two.
Three
That's three.
successes. Three successes on
Or
Baxter.
3, yeah.
You're going to notice that all the hard drives have been yanked out.
Ooh.
Hard drives are gone. Somebody wanted someone to not know something. Or someone stole information.
Yes. Do I see cameras about?
You see pieces of cameras about now that you're looking specifically for them.
Interesting. So no active surveillance going on?
Nothing that works still. Most of them look like they've taken some kind of damage.
So all of the hard drives have been stolen.
If they knew what they were doing, then they also took the storage medium for the camera's footage.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I mean, it's all. Jeez. I don't know if I don't have anything really, do I?
How close are we to the ship?
You guys can get to the ship whenever you want.
Okay. I'm just going to pick up a couple of the bullet casings. Do they look like just regular standard issue, or do they look like something that, like, commandos or someone would use?
There's some pretty heavy firepower here. Like, it's a mix of a bunch of different stuff, but it's not just your typical, I purchased this at the gun shop stuff. Some of it is definitely armor-piercing rounds, illegal to have.
Yeah. Well, whoever came in here, the guns they were using were not your average firepower.
Go ahead.
Could be the Inquisition. I don't know.
Actually, on that topic, given the history of what happened a couple years ago, what do I know of what outcome came about with the events?
A few short years ago, the Inquisition did have a bit of a attack on the city of Boston, we could say. Let's go ahead. Let me check something real quick. You have... Let's see. Did you have... Yes, you have your status.
Mm-hmm.
What is your status?
2 respected.
2 respected. Tell you what, since you are 2 respected to the Camarilla of Boston, what I would like you to do is roll intelligence, insight, and your status.
Ooh, okay.
That is something else that I do. I tend to end up throwing backgrounds in your rolls.
Oh, I love it.
I like that idea. I'll probably be stealing that.
Please do. Please do. I want that to permeate through the through the community.
It's a good thing to permeate. This is a 9-die roll.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay, and we got that 10 again.
Ugh.
That's just so close. It's
1,
so
2,
teasing.
3. Could have been better, so that's only 4.
Given that, the fact that this is the second time that you have nearly got a messy critical,
Jesus.
I'm going to go ahead and say that you're going to get a hunger added to your character as you start to break out in a little bit of a blood sweat.
What? I look at him. I assume do we notice this?
Oh, you can see it beating up on his forehead.
What's wrong?
As
Are you okay?
Buddy, you're leaking there.
Because
Fine.
you know that the only reason that the Inquisition just suddenly left, this is not something that most people know, but given the fact on who your sire is,
Mm-hmm.
who is channeling the money in what direction in the city, you know that there is the only reason that the Inquisition actually backed off is because there's an individual claiming to be a member of the Inquisition and feeding them false information. In which case, you think that that person may have been caught. You don't have any proof on this, but this definitely looks like an all-out assault.
You may be right that it's the Inquisition.
Usually
they
when
were
one
in
of us
Boston.
goes missing, that's a prominent member. They're definitely the first party I look
it
at.
can be more than just that.
Oh, I know, but they are an obvious suspect.
Given the evidence we see here, it could very well be.
The bullets tend to make me think that it is. Are you okay?
Kind of loosens up his collar a little bit. Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Is there anything I can actually do to help? Wait a minute, where the hell is my dispense powers? What I can do to calm him down? Not really, I don't think.
Well, you could
He's
try,
calm.
if you wanted to, you very well could try and reinforce his temperament, try to calm him down using awe if you wanted to.
Oh, you can't. All right. I was wondering if I could do that. And
With that, it would most likely be a manipulation and either a leadership or persuasion plus your awe.
oh my god, manipulation. This is what I'm good at.
Because you're trying to change his attitude.
Leadership or persuasion. Do I want to be?
What's your specialty?
I don't know. Where the hell does it?
Negotiations. So
Okay,
I do not think that negotiation fits under this.
No. I didn't think it was. So manipulation, I'd probably go persuasion. So that's 4 plus 3. Plus you have the odd dice too, or the presence dice
You
too.
get to add
right?
your presence. You get to add your presence. Do not forget your hunger.
No. Yeah. So that's Lord. So 4 plus 3 plus 2. Oh my god, I can't math. Plus 3, 7, 9. So that's 8 and 1. Okay, so let's see if I remember how to write this. So it's exclamation point, roll, space, like space bar, just not like the space.
Aw.
Okay, so what I said was a 9. Oh my god, 9d10 plus, not minus, plus 1d10.
There you go.
What a shit bunch of rolls. God damn!
They got
2, 4,
1,
4.
2,
And
3.
sorry, I was busy thinking about the
4.
roll itself. That would actually be
4. Yeah.
If you say that's a messy, I don't know what all the dice mean here, but
that would actually be against Tony's composure and resolve.
oh, Lord. So that's 4.
Okay.
4.
I will
you
be
forgot the
right
hunger
back
die
real
too.
quick.
Yep.
1 sec.
What a
Nope,
shit
I
roll.
gotta change that. That's now 2.
Oh man, what a friggin' crap roll! I give all those things. I get 4 out of friggin' 10.
Holy crap!
Yes,
3.
but you won.
Did I? Oh, I did because he
Yes.
got a 3.
So, although it's not going to completely change
Right.
everything, but Tony at least is a little bit reassured. What exactly would Rain say to Tony to get him to calm down?
We're all here. We're all in this together. Calm down.
Aw.
You need to keep a clear head. We need you. So
Yes. Yes.
you've got this.
You're
You've got
right.
this.
You're right. Yeah. No, you heard like a rumble coming from Tony when he was doing that.
I don't know you too well, but I mean, I said we have to trust each other. So trust in us.
Yes. You're right. You're right.
I'm going to go ahead and say for the rest of the scene, Tony's going to have a +1 as composure.
Oh, nice.
Just as Like, I don't want to go, okay, Rain won, therefore you lose a willpower. That doesn't make any sense here.
No, because that's not the goal.
So
anyways. I'm not
actually,
trying
what
to-
we're going to do is, since she won that interaction, you're going to get a +1 to your willpower for the scene.
Who, me?
No, Tony.
Tony. That's good.
That one success you had over him is going to boost his willpower, not take it down.
That's great. Actually, that would make us both very happy. So I like being helpful. I'm helping. Yeah, it said sad.
So while that interaction is happening, can I please get a wits plus awareness from M?
Yes.
I'm a skittermander. I'm helping.
Wits, awareness, so that is 10 plus. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okay, 4 successes. Okay, while this hallmark moment between Rain and Tony is happening next to you,
Wow.
you're going to notice that over by the dock, there's what at first looks kind of like a small, maybe a can, maybe like a can from like green beans or something like that, like a tin can. It actually, you're going to notice that it's not a can, it's a shell. And it's
like
a
a
shell
kaboom shell?
like from a flare gun.
Huh.
And where you can see that a small fire had been started, there is a piece of black fabric that is highly singed, and a chunk of this weird shaped white object.
Okay. I'm gonna leave
I have
Rain and
returned.
Tony to their thing. Hey Baxter.
What?
Let's go check out what that thing is over there. It might be interesting.
What? What thing? I head
There's-
over with you.
There's like
questioningly.
a can, like about the size of a green bean can with some fabric and something white.
Love my
Near it.
descriptions. Green beans.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine it though.
Okay, so yeah, he and I walk over.
Okay. It's quite obvious, like when you're close to it, because of like marketing and printing and stuff that they have on it, but it's a canister from a flare gun. It's a shell from one of the flare canisters that you load into them.
Yeah.
And not too far away from that is a singed piece of black fabric with a chalky, broken white object that's laying near it.
Gonna pick up the white thing with the fabric because I think I know what it might be.
Okay. What are your thoughts? What do you think it is?
I'm thinking it's some kind of bone.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say, with your intelligence level, with your academics, and you have an occult, I'm going to go ahead and say that yes, you can tell that is bone, but it doesn't look natural. Like, I don't mean it's supernatural or anything like that, but when you pick it up, it's carved, it's shaped, it's sculpted, and it is the bottom half of a jaw. But it's not a jawbone. Like somebody carved it into it.
So it's carved into the shape of a jaw.
Yes. and its accurate size.
Okay, so roughly human size?
Roughly human. It's a little big, but yes.
Oh, this is getting creepy.
Getting?
And this is right next
Right.
to the boat too. This is right next to the boat.
We're vampires. Everything we do is creepy.
Especially you.
Should have.
Yeah. So I'm going to bring this stuff back to Rain and Tony.
Okay.
Any idea what this is? Holding up the bone.
No clue. I have no idea what
It
that
looks like a-
possibly could be.
Jawbone.
I mean, other than
It does, but it's not. It's carved into the shape of one.
Like if on closer inspection, you can see where the jawbone is. You can see that there are teeth carved into it. It's like the bottom, like less than a
Yep.
quarter of a face that's carved out of bone.
is there anybody with any kind of medical knowledge to know what? I mean, it is a bone, right? It's still a bone, even if it wasn't a jawbone, right?
Yes.
It's still a bone.
I can't
wonder what it
even-
came.
I can maybe
Anybody
a hip
figure
bone.
out what kind of a bone it originally was?
Maybe
A
a
hip-
hip bone.
That would be big enough. A shoulder blade?
Part of a skull, maybe.
Looking at Tony, exactly who are we here to find?
I don't think we got to
Well,
that.
we are here to find a member of the Tremere clan, so I guess
Oh, I
that
knew
would
that.
make sense.
Now, yeah, finding this thing here now makes a little more sense.
I mean, the Tremere tend to use various implements, I've heard.
I mean,
Some
maybe
of
it
them
was-
certainly macabre.
I mean, if it was the Inquisition, then and there were Tremere here, they would be using it for defense.
Aside from the 3 Tremere named, do I know, or should I say, do I have any idea of how many Tremere would be under them?
Those are all the kindred. Those are all the Tremere that you know from the Hartford Chantry.
Okay. So I'm not sure if they may have Childer or other members underneath them per se.
If they have not been presented.
Okay. Oh, like to the Camarilla.
Yeah, like they haven't been brought out and
Ooh.
shown off. Which I mean, that's quite common. Even if the prince did give
Yeah.
permission to embrace, sometimes it can take upwards to a year to have the child like be presentable to introduce in court.
I really only know of 3 Tremere in the city that are part of the Camarilla.
You do know of the Tremere Primogen as well. He's not part of the Hartford.
Oh yes, I should reiterate 4 Tremere in the city, although there may be Tremere amongst the Anarchs, I guess. And again, Tony looks back at all the ash.
Oh God.
Although I'm thinking
So
there would
much
be
ash.
less now.
Oh.
Do I have any idea of like how many piles of ash I've seen so far?
Can you even tell? I mean, are they all mixed in, or are there piles?
They are
think he said it was
separated
pile.
pretty well. If you had to guess, you've seen at least half a dozen outside. Oof, piles of ash.
That's major.
That's a lot.
As for the jawbone, I don't know. That's outside of my knowledge. Do I see any numbers on the jawbone carved in?
You see any
That's about the only
numbers?
thing. Yeah.
That's amazing. Well,
Ironically, the reason why
strangely
that
enough.
ironically that came to mind because of a god, it was some rather odd episode of like Bones, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't even get into it, but yeah. So yeah, unless I see numbers, I'm not gonna.
Since you're putting
I have
extra
nothing.
effort into it, give me an intelligence plus theology. Or you have technology, not theology.
Yes. Not
Um,
theology.
I guess go ahead and give me a give me intelligence plus science.
Okay.
I don't think anybody in this party has theology.
No, I saw technology and I got excited. That's all.
We're a bunch of
It's actually not a
heathens.
bad one to have. Theology would be good, very good.
Yeah, that would be a specialty
Oh
in a cult.
crap! So that's 2 at least, more than I expected.
2 successes.
Although it could go very badly.
2 successes. While you're staring at it, you're gonna realize that the inside portion of this, like you can see where it's carved, the opposite side of that
Mhm.
is smeared with some ash.
Countdown.
I take a look at the ash. Does it look like ash of a kindred?
Oh, it's greasy and yeah.
Huh.
What?
Have I ever heard of a kindred using like a prosthetic?
I mean, Nosferatu tend to on the regular.
Oh, okay.
Most of Caius Leto, most of Caius Leto's hounds, because Boston is strange and has 2 sheriffs. Caius Leto is the sheriff of Boston, who is a Nosferatu who specializes in tech, and he has a good number of hounds, other Nosferatu, at least assumed to be other Nosferatu, who wear masks, but nothing like this.
Mm. Oh, does this appear like it could be part of a mask? Or does it look more like a prosthetic outright? Like, somebody
No,
had a
this looks like
prosthetic
it was
jaw.
worn.
Okay.
Hmm.
Because there's only one group that I know that wears anything resembling a mask that looks like a skull. And that's a totally different beast. I think this was a mask of some sort.
But it was carved
Maybe
out of
tied
bone?
to... I'm sorry, who was the sheriff again? The Nosferatu sheriff?
Well, Caius Leto, the sheriff, the Nosferatu sheriff of the city, the people who work for him, they tend to wear masks, but they're usually plastic, leather, metal. They're masks. They're stuff that you could probably pick up or buy or something like that.
Yeah, this is bone.
I
This
gotcha.
is something else.
This isn't anything that Caius is.
Well, no,
wear.
he's just saying the only thing that this I could even think of would be a mask that I've heard some people that work for Caius Leto wear, but this is not what it would be. And you said this has like intricate carvings on the front.
Yes, it looks like bone. It looks like a skull. At least from what you can tell.
Oh, so it's just been carved to look like a jawbone, not like
It
right,
is,
that's
runic carvings or anything on it.
no. It just looks
Okay.
like the bottom, like a little bit less than a fourth of the lower half of a face.
Huh.
that's why I was asking, if we thought what body part it actually was.
Yeah, I was going to say, I do have to question what kind of bone would be big enough for them to carve into that.
So then we said hip or...
Unfortunately, nobody has medicine.
Well, I mean, we know, there aren't many. I mean, M brought up hip bone.
I will.
I mean, we don't even.
Shoulder
I mean,
blade.
we don't. We don't even know. Like we, the people here,
Exactly.
don't even know.
I
So,
would. I mean, I am happy to entertain whatever guesses you all have.
Mm-hmm. No, those are our guesses. The hip bone or
shoulder
possibly the
blades.
skull.
Yeah,
Parts of the skull could be carved to look like
possibly.
a jaw.
I'm going to take the bone back. Hey, Tony, turn around. I'm going to hold it up to like where his shoulder blade would be. Is it about that size?
It's smaller than a shoulder blade.
So you
Smaller
could
than
take
a
one.
shoulder blade. Okay.
You could carve. So you take one and carve it down to one.
You might be able to, depending on how big the mask was. Maybe it was a half a face.
Well,
Oh wow! What a conversation.
interesting, but I guess this doesn't really help us in the long end.
We should probably just get on the ship. Was there any more clues to be found?
There was nothing else found in that particular area other than that.
Just the fact that it looks like a scuffle, like a really
Okay.
bad fight happened here.
Actually, we haven't seen any other form of bodies or actually, with my bloodhound merit, do I smell mortal blood?
You can pick up some smell of blood that is not kindred, coming from inside of a few of the buildings.
And are they of different, or are there varying residents amongst them?
They're all void.
All void.
Yes, they are void of resonance. They have no resonance.
So, like, kind of like old blood, like bag blood or something?
Either there's a few things that could happen with this. Bagged blood does tend to be void. There are very rare occasions where a human might actually have a void resonance, but that's kind of that's very rare. Old blood can lose its resonance over time as well.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So we don't see any evidence of... It looks very one-sided in the fight.
Yes.
Even in this area where there was a scuffle.
Well, I mean, it depends who's fighting who. You know, like there was an obvious winner. I will put it that way, but
Yeah.
this fabric that was found and this mask doesn't really scream Anarch to anybody.
I wish to take the fabric and I'll sniff the fabric, see if it smells like mortal or kindred.
It's kind of hard to pick up a scent past the burnt scent.
Fair.
But if you want to do an intelligence plus insight roll,
Okay, give that a shot.
and did you have? Let me see. No, you have to sense the unseen. I was going to say heightened senses could add to this, but yeah, you're good.
Not me. That's yeah. So that's gonna be. One, two, three, four.
4 successes. Okay. As you take in the scent of the fabric, getting past that charred scent of, it's actually a pretty heavy wool, black dyed wool. But as you get past that scent of the charred wool around the edges, you can smell charred vampiric flesh.
This was worn by a kindred.
Ugh. I mean,
You know what? I would like to activate heightened senses for hearing. Just make sure we're actually alone.
You're doing a heightened senses for hearing?
Yeah, just to make sure we're alone.
Okay. With everything that's going on, I'm going to ask you to do composure, awareness with your aspects. So that would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 dice.
It would be.
And do not forget your heightened sense, or your hunger.
Yeah. Slightly below average of what I could have gotten. 3.
That's
yeah.
a 3 success. So you're using heightened senses of hearing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you definitely pick up the sloshing back and forth of the waves. You are going to notice that, like, there is no sound of crickets. You don't hear the skittering of rats. As much as I would love to say, you hear this, the jarring thing is that the fact that you don't hear anything.
Oh, that's not good.
That's a bad sign.
I'm not hearing any of the things I should be hearing right now.
Like other Nosferatu laughing at us.
Yeah, there's one around the corner with a bag of ashes going, "Hey guys, watch this." Anyway, he's got a bag of ashes and he's got a bag of empty gun shells and he's just like playing a prank. Oh, I gotta do that later.
What was the name of that one clan from New World of Darkness? There was like pretty much Slaneshi vampires. The Deva.
The Deva, yeah.
Yeah, the one Deva is just snorting the ashes.
Oh God.
Oh man, I just realized who would love this area right now.
Okay.
Dexter.
Oh.
Wait, who?
Dexter, because he makes the drug ash.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah.
He'd have a field day.
Oh, friggin' hell.
Well, he could try.
Hey,
I'd kick his butt.
we should contact him and have him come in to be the cleanup crew.
That would be funny.
Oh my
All right,
God.
sorry.
You could do that. I don't know how to get in touch
I'll
with him.
just bring my shop vac.
You didn't get his number. Em, I'm disappointed in you. I thought you had his number.
All right. We should probably check out the boat.
We definitely should check out the boat.
Okay. Is there a gangplank or something?
There is, in fact, a gangplank. It's actually a gangplank that's built onto the dock itself. It is a rather safe gangplank. It is, I don't want to say retractable, that's not the right word, but it almost works like a drawbridge sort of thing, and it has handles so that you can't just accidentally fall off.
Collapsible.
Yes, that
That's
works.
a good thing.
So, yeah.
Tony will
Going
just look at
across
the
it.
gangplank quickly just to make sure there's nothing weird going on with it, like anything smeared on the handlebar or the handrails, no tripwires, anything like that. Quick.
Not that you see. If you would like to put some effort into it,
No, this is more of a cursory thing.
Okay. Yeah, you don't notice anything.
Okay. At this point, Tony still has his cat eyes up.
Yeah, I assumed.
I'm gonna go to Baxter and ask him. I don't suppose you hear anything coming from the ship, do you?
Just the water lapping against the sides.
Like I said, I wasn't sure if that check was included the ship as well, for that was just.
I went ahead and included the entire area.
Okay, beautiful. Well, now that's even creepier. The ship just shows up with nobody on it. What the hell? Okay. I follow M.
Yeah, going up the gangplank. I'm being careful to, look out for people or anything that might be there that would hurt us or interfere.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
as we're going up, Tony's just going to kind of blurt out, kind of almost in an awkward way. Has any of you ever heard of Gehenna?
Oh.
Have we?
Wasn't that a trash heap
Maybe-
outside of Jerusalem?
What is that?
Is this guy Hannah?
It's just wondering. I'm just getting a nothing. Just an odd vibe.
Did any of us in the course of I don't recall Gaha ever being a thing in your game, so
I just
Was it ever
remember the
mentioned?
real life connotation of it, where it was a burning trash heap outside Jerusalem that was mentioned in sermons, and people started later on thinking it was supposed to be a layer of hell.
I don't know. I don't think I've heard of it either.
It's fine. It's fine.
Let's
go.
What? Wait! You're dropping something like that, and you're not going to explain it?
It's nothing. Just
I don't think it's nothing.
it's just a vibe. I'm just getting an odd vibe, obviously.
Oh, okay. I just kind of look at him like, and then sure I go. I keep going.
Okay. You guys make it up the gangplank without an issue. The boat is just full of these large metal shipping containers. You can also see up to where the crew would have to do the majority of its work, where the pilot would be set up, where the captain would be set up. You can see all of this, and again, there's no one here. You also don't. There are lights, but none of them are on.
So the first thing I'd want to see if I spot notice is there more ash on here, and is the smell of Vitae still as present here?
It's not as present here. You can definitely still smell it from the massacre that happened on the ground, but you don't really pick any of that up here.
Okay.
Like
So
obviously there's some wafting, but no.
So I'm guessing not a lot of ash around here either.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
So up or down, I guess.
what name? Oh, names on the boxes. Any notable names on the shipping containers?
That's actually a very interesting question. You don't see any other than the name of the company that owns this boat.
Interesting. Actually, you know what? I almost want to check them out. Usually, there's interesting things in shipping containers.
Actually, how many shipping containers roughly do we think?
There's a good amount of them all over the top side. I'm just talking about what's on the actual surface of the ship, not going down into the ship. They're stacked on top of each other, and they're just piled up in various ways. So, I mean, there's a few dozen at least.
Do they look like we could actually get access to them?
Well, they are there, and the only thing that is stopping them from opening up is the fact that they have a small plastic ring that is basically just set for the people who inspect. It's almost like an industrial zip tie, but it has like a number code on it.
Like even I might be able to break into this.
I could break into it with a pair of scissors.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure I know somebody who can.
We work with those at my job. They're supposed to be put on totes full of meds.
Exactly.
There's like a serial number on each one. Yeah.
I'm glad that there's somebody here who knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know
it's not so much to make it impossible to get in there, but it's for tracking.
It's the proof that nobody has been into it, nobody's tampered with it.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, Rain, you probably know somebody that can break into stuff.
I mean, I could just do it myself. I mean, so I'm going to go up to one and open it.
Okay, it pops
I want
open.
to see what's in it.
It pops open, and all that you do to open it, you remove the plastic ring, and then there's kind of a handle that you pull upward, and then to the side, and it moves a large bar that keeps it closed.
All right.
And you open it, and it is completely empty.
I kind of wondered, but I had to find out if there was something, in there before we move on. All right, I'll bet probably they're all empty. I guess this ship came from nowhere. All right, then where are we going?
Let's go up first, I think.
Okay.
So, like, up into the actual, like, captain's area. I cannot
Yeah.
remember the name of it.
It's not a cockpit, but yeah.
I feel like it is, but I guess it's not. But there's a stair ladder hybrid that you go up to, and there's just a metal door that leads into the area.
All right.
Okay.
I will let M lead the way.
Thanks. I'll open the door, like standing kind of to the side, and then swing it open, whether it goes in or out.
It would go out.
Okay. Then, like, move it towards me.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of, like, peek my head around.
When you open the room, or when you open the door and you look in, it's almost completely empty. Like, obviously the wow, words have escaped me. All of the
Words hard.
all of the actual, like, mechanisms that are meant to be in here are in here. There are no people that you can see, except for one guy who's sitting at a table, and he looks just as surprised to see you as you guys probably are to see him.
Can you describe this guy?
Yes.
Are we talking like hobo who shouldn't be here, or
There's something you need to know about Dana. Dana has a fascination with hobos.
Understood.
dude, this is exactly the kind of place where a hobo would be squatting.
I mean, not wrong, but this is a ship that can't be seen by normal people either.
No,
what if he's a magical hobo?
yeah, he's
That's basically what a wizard is.
so.
That's what your wizards are.
So as you open the door and this guy, you see him, he's sitting there, kind of like one leg propped up on a table, like one leg propped up on the table. He's holding a clipboard, and he looks like he was in mid reading it. He's got a couple of the pages up, but he's staring over at you guys like you surprised him more than anything. He has very dark brown skin. He's medium build. His hair is very neat and braided and pulled back, and he's wearing a well-tailored shirt and slacks with an overcoat. He has a few pieces of gold jewelry. He's wearing cufflinks. He's got some gold clasps in his hair. He's just kind of shocked.
Any way to tell if he's human or kindred?
Do you have anything that would let you know?
I don't know what skill will let you know.
Well, I don't believe any of your disciplines would.
Probably are.
Like, I don't think any of Rain's specifically. Let's see.
I don't know what even check that would be. Other than maybe medicine.
I would allow anyone with heightened senses to do it with a wits plus awareness. You can add your aspects to it if you'd like to, but it is going to be a very difficult roll to be able to just tell. If anybody had, I don't believe anybody has animalism, but sense the beast works.
I'd like to, so kind of almost a cheat after a fashion, but can I try Bloodhound and see if I smell a mortal residence from him?
Ah, okay. I will allow wits, awareness, and you can add your Bloodhound to it. The 2 points.
And it's normally like resolve plus awareness test if you want to go with that, but I can do the other one too. So
you know
said
what?
wits.
Let's see. Yeah, no, I already said wits, and it's higher. I'm going to let you have that. Wits, awareness, and 1 point for blood. Actually, no, you're not going to get the one. You're not going to get the one for blood point. You're not going to get the one for Bloodhound because you're going to get something out of it anyway.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. So, what is that? That's going to be 5.
Someday I'll learn to speak. Anyway.
Yeah. Words are hard. They really are.
Oh,
You're so lucky you have that success. Oh my god.
Just under what I
Why?
needed.
Oh my god, did
Why?
he do it again?
Why do you keep doing this to me, man?
I just tease you.
He's still
my God.
flirting with the. He's still
All
flirting with the
right.
message.
You got 2 successes.
Mhm.
Your Bloodhound doesn't seem to be picking anything up off of him at all. Like you don't sense a resonance, and you're well within. You're well within a distance.
Yep.
To be able to pick that up, but he's going to look over, and he just kind of sees you guys as you open the door, and he's like, "Oi."
Okay, so he's not like threatening or anything like that.
No, he's just confused that you guys are here.
I'm confused.
I will whisper to the rest of us. I will whisper to the rest of us, like, I believe he is kindred. So I do not turn off my eyes.
Okay.
Is this who we're looking for?
Have I met?
You've never seen this guy before in your life, and you know
Yeah,
what?
but so this does not appear to be. Was it Osborne? I believe it was.
Yeah, well, you're looking for a kindred by the name of Deneb Osborne, and
which was a mistake by me because that I believe is actually a woman, and I was saying he. So I do
no, Deneb's a male.
Oh, it is?
Male.
Okay,
Yeah.
my bad. I thought I was reading it. I'm like, oh, I think that's a girl.
No, Deneb.
My bad.
Deneb Osborne is male. He's also a black guy.
Yep.
But this is not Deneb Osborne. This guy is way too young. Deneb Osborne's kind of an older gentleman. He's got white hair and.
Okay, and I will just reply, no. I've never seen him before.
Hi.
And
I'm the
let her
talking
take
one.
the lead.
Yeah.
I'm the talking one. I guess I'll go start this. Hi.
Hello. He's got a very a rather thick Jamaican accent. I am sorry, I can't do it.
Don't worry about it. I can't do voices for shit.
I can. I just need time and yeah.
God, what do I want to say? Yeah, words are hard. Let's
Anything
see.
I can help you with?
Maybe. How long did you just literally get into port? I know this is the reason. And have you been here recently? Like really recently?
I mean, I'm just checking to see what I could find on the manifest.
Your boxes are empty. You actually carrying something?
Tony does look interested now that he just mentioned the manifest.
He's
Of course you did.
he puts his leg down and puts the paper from the clipboard back down, and he goes, "Not my boat.
But yet you're working on it.
I'm not working. I'm checking."
On behalf of whom? If worse comes to worse, this starts going bad, or if he starts claiming up, I'm going to kick on off.
Okay.
So
I'm-
far, he's answering.
Yeah. On behalf of me.
Why are you checking? Wait. On
So-
behalf of you.
Yeah. Something was meant to come on this boat, and I'm looking for it.
I'll kick on off.
Okay.
What sort of something? Maybe we can help you find it.
There was some boxes, five boxes that was supposed to be here, and yeah, I don't know exactly where the things are.
So maybe we can help you. What sort of?
I am all up for finding help because I would like to find these things.
Okay.
Tony will.
What can you tell us that's in them?
Tony's
Sorry.
going to cautiously move over to the manifest, and as long as he doesn't make any sudden movements, pick it up and start.
Yeah, he
browsing
hands
through
it to you.
Oh, okay.
He just outright hands it to you. He's like, everything's right there.
Tony also then looks at Ray and is like, you may want to ask his name.
Oh, I will. This is very surprising.
He looks at all of you and he goes, "I'm so sorry, you guys. You surprised me. I didn't mean. Not trying to be rude." He stands up and he offers his hand out. Monty.
Oh, well, hello, Monty. My name is Rain. And this is Baxter and Em and Tony.
Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
I'm assuming by Mr. Glowy Eyes here that you're all kindred.
I assume, yes, I assume you are too, since
No, I'm just a burn victim.
He is. Don't listen to him.
Okay.
He's not a burn victim. He's kidding.
Yeah, I've seen a Nosferatu. Anyway, yeah, the manifest basically just has a list of different serial numbers that are on all of them.
So the reason I ask about you being in port, did you just arrive?
I did not just arrive. The boat just arrived.
Have you been on the boat the whole time? Do you know what happened?
Well, big ass fight.
You do know what happened.
Well, I mean, look at the ashes out there.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you... See, I wasn't sure if you came in on the boat or you came in from...
No, I did not. I did not come in on the boat.
Okay, so you did see the big... Well, at least the end results. You did not... I'm going to assume you did not witness the big fight.
I did not witness the fight.
Probably just as well. Did you come up with any answers as to what the hell happened out there?
I mean, from what I understand, this is the movement's territory. Other than that, not really. I was actually wondering if possibly the tower came in and shot them all up, or something.
I suspect it's the Inquisition, but...
Oh, really?
That's what it looks like. Well, that's what it feels like.
Tony just stays quiet as he looks at. Are there weights listed in the manifest?
Are there weights? Yes, there are in fact weights listed on the map.
What are we looking at for weights?
There is a lot of ridiculously heavy weights. Most of them, however, are actually all identical. Most of them are identical weights within like. Okay. Really? That's fun.
Oh boy. I don't know when a storyteller or dungeon master finds out something like that. Big statements like that.
Whenever I play, I always ask the fun questions.
That's fun. No, you learn something new every day.
You always in D&D, you always ask the questions where I'm like, why the fuck would I ever have already figured that out? Go on.
Let's see. Actually, this would be more adequate. Okay, the majority of them are between 1,800 and 2,200 kilograms. The majority of them.
That's pretty heavy. What in the heck are they shipping?
There are some which are listed in the manifest as being below deck that weigh a little bit more. And then there are some that are like 15, 20 pounds, and they're just crates that are listed.
Do we need to go below? Where have you looked? Or did you just get there?
I got here a little while ago and went straight to the manifest.
And the minute is there. So we have weights, we have serial numbers. Any material handling listings, hazardous listings.
Nothing hazardous listing, no.
Okay. Any cold storage requirements?
Any requirements?
Nothing that's cold storage requirements, but you do find some that are temperature controlled. And they are the smaller boxes.
What type of temperature are we looking at? Just like standard temperature, room temperature?
Refrigeration temperature?
It's not cold. Let's see. I love this. I get to look up all this fun stuff. Ooh, wow, that filled my question out better than I thought it was going to. 65 degrees.
65 degrees, okay. So, whatever they're carrying is average weight of a large sedan, but not quite a truck.
I have to say this. It's 30 degrees Celsius.
Jesus Christ.
Actually, very good chance it would be listed in that fashion.
Yeah.
There are some that do require less than average room temperature. Does it give like a range on the temperature?
I actually have to double check because I'm this finicky. Sorry. It is actually 18.33 degrees Celsius.
Oh my word, that is real specific.
They are all set at 18.33 degrees Celsius.
And that it has to be at that temperature.
That is what the small boxes have marked down on.
Okay, so Rain annoyingly pulls out her phone and starts converting them all into imperial.
65 degrees Fahrenheit.
But if they're all in metric, she's like,
are you done converting everything to freedom units?
Yes. Yes, I have the answers.
Freedom units.
Do I see? Oh, what would it be under? The next thing my character would actually be looking for is the amount of fuel that was listed for the trip.
The amount of fuel that is listed on the ship. And I want to point out that all of the, let's see, all of the machinery in here still works. Nothing's broken.
Yeah, my guy's now ignoring this dude, this kindred, and just looking for this at this point. It's going like full accounting mode.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I'm actually looking this stuff up, and it's a lot of fun.
You're welcome. This is what you get with us.
Oh my god, I can actually look this stuff up. That's some fun.
So this is stuff I'd prep in my game, but then they never ask.
Yeah, sorry. We're not. You're ridiculously detail oriented.
Okay, 16,000 cubic meters, which translates over, since I'm sure one of you is doing that, to 4.5 million gallons.
It's a lot of gallons.
Is there a chance that my character, given his background in accounting and finances, because he'd probably have to deal with the costs and see relative costs to purchase, would this seem appropriate to such a vessel, or would it seem like excessive?
It seems appropriate for the vessel.
Okay.
Since you're holding the manifest and everything, you can tell that it has come from London.
Okay. And it doesn't seem like, we have an excessive amount of fuel for the amount of weight this vessel was carrying.
It does not. It seems pretty accurate.
All right.
Which makes me really sad about shipping, but that's fine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We burned so much dino bones.
Yeah.
All right. Once he's satisfied with that, he'll kind of put it down and kind of pay back attention to what's going on.
So, but what does it all mean? I mean, but you don't know what's in those boxes, huh?
Me? No, I know exactly
Yeah,
what's in the
so-
boxes.
Don't want to share?
Oh,
Do we have an idea of what we're looking for?
I apologize. I know what I was looking for. I handed you the manifest, and I just kind of just automatically assumed people knew what I was doing. No, there's some museum pieces that were coming in.
Oh.
It's just, truthfully, it's just a bunch of archaeological junk. I mean, if you want to know, it's part of a collection out of the London Museum. I mean, do you want to know individual pieces?
Give me one.
I would love to.
Okay.
I mean, I would love to. I'm curious.
There's a ceramic cup. It's actually I can't really call it a cup. It's a chalice. It's big, with an insignia of a bull and a sun on it, with a man wrestling the bull. Kind of reminds me of what is it that you all have here? Paul Bunyan. Kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah, sure.
There's an old hat that's in remarkable condition. A ring with a ruby inset on it. A knife of Egyptian style, and a seal that has the same symbolism as it did on the chalice.
Fascinating. All right. Well, we can help you look.
No, that would be amazing
that-
if I get a hold of this.
So obviously Tony's thinking that's accounting for some of the smaller boxes and probably the temperature control items.
Yeah.
Given how many...
He mentioned 5 items.
Yep.
And those are the smaller boxes.
Okay.
What's in the bigger boxes? I think that's what has my interest.
Oh, that I have no idea. None of my business.
And given the manifest, all of those crates are supposed to be full? Or were they transporting back any empty ones?
Given the fact that you have done stuff involving shipping in your work, go ahead and let's see. Let's do a Go ahead and do intelligence plus finance again, and you can go ahead and use your specialty again.
Oh boy. Okay. So that's gonna
Messy crit. No.
it could
No,
happen. It
I
very
mean,
well could
messy
happen.
crit on a
Let's
knowledge
get messy.
skill.
I want you to messy crit on a freaking accounting roll.
Oh, no.
Ironically, that would probably be when it happens. No, not this time.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Yep.
Everything that's on the upper deck, all of the weight, that is the weight of an empty cargo ship. There was nothing in those.
So they're just there. So I mean, I know they can transport them back and forth, obviously.
Yeah, but why would they lock them like that?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, but they're not really locked. I mean,
Well,
No, they were locked.
they
if
were.
it's a plastic ring ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, well, basically, it's a tamper ring to make sure that nobody's going to look in them. You know,
Oops.
that if anybody looks inside of them, it's obvious because somebody opened it.
I mean, okay, it is a little strange.
So
There's a lot of strange goings on here. I mean,
The ones downstairs, however, weigh a few 100 pounds or 100 kilograms over an empty.
So this cargo vessel was just transporting these archaeological objects.
He just kind of is looking at you while you're talking.
No, I'm actually like. Then I like kind of look at him like, no. I mean, this vessel was just carrying these objects that you ordered.
I mean, I don't know what else was involved.
Kind of puts it. So you were the one who. I'm sorry. I totally missed your name again. What is it again, sir?
Monty.
Monty.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm assuming Mike.
Hmm?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say he tells you again that his name is Monty, and he's like, sorry, Monty Coven.
Coven.
Montgomery Coven, if we want to be formal.
Montgomery Coven. Thank you. My name is Tony. Tiger.
Okay. Do you say that to him?
Yes.
Okay.
I look at him like,
he
He doesn't like to say it.
Tony?
He doesn't like to say it.
It slips. He just goes.
I wait. That draws my attention to go. Wait, what?
I'm sorry, what?
Really?
It's not something I like to advertise. Anyways,
Why do you call yourself that? You can make whatever name you want.
Is that your legal name?
no.
I'm sorry, but with a name like Tony the Tiger, why don't you just go like Anthony?
Wow.
That's
Wow.
oh god, out of game. Yes, his mask is actually Anthony Gibbons.
No.
I'm not joking. He's like, oh.
Look, finding these things is actually fairly important to me. If I could probably make it worth your while. If you
No. I meant these items they were being delivered to you?
I mean, not specifically.
Ah.
Come on, kindred to kindred. How often do we normally order things?
No, I just wanted to verify. That's all. So you're interested in these items, obviously.
Yes.
I guess the question is, who else is interested in these items?
Well, he I gotta find something. Here we go. Let's see. There we go. That works. He goes over. You're still holding the manifest, right?
Yeah, probably loosely at this point. I was ready to kind of put it down because
Okay.
he's done looking through it. Yeah.
Well, he goes to the back page where all the shipping information
Yes.
is, and he points at a name, Thomas Beckett.
Not that Thomas Beckett, is it?
Does somebody laugh or like?
Yeah, my character is pretty much laughing like that. Probably.
I'm like,
if
Thomas
so, my
Beckett.
character probably has one particular thought in mind, but no, that can't be real. That can't be
What?
true.
No.
What?
He's
he's
no,
like
just
looking at you confused. He's like, what?
sorry, just
What's the joke?
nothing.
You're working for Thomas Beckett?
I'm not working for Thomas Beckett.
Wait, I'm confused.
Who's Thomas Beckett? I mean, I understand it's the guy who ordered
that's
this stuff,
the-
but why, who is Thomas Beckett?
It's a rather famous name.
Is it?
I mean, I suppose there could be another one.
Am I pulling the wool
Am I wrong?
over a celebrity's eyes? Or?
Oh, that's it. Am I wrong? Wasn't there a Sir Thomas Beckett or something like that in history?
I almost want to see if this could be used for this, but it's
Okay.
not technically right.
What are you trying to do?
My lore sheet aspect. Well, you know what? No. That's kind of stretching it, I feel.
What? What are you trying to do?
Have I heard of anybody in particular? I again, not sure if I know the individual's first name or not,
Okay.
but it goes by the name of Beckett.
Oh yeah, that Beckett.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and say you've heard of Beckett. I'm not going to let you be a gangrel and not know who Beckett is.
Okay, just making sure. That's why my character's laughing.
So is it that Beckett? I don't know.
Well, I wasn't sure if I knew his first name or not.
Now,
Yeah, I don't know.
But to be honest, it might be just a mask.
That's a very
Yeah,
good question.
but
It
that
could be a
Beckett.
mask. But if you want to do a intelligence plus insight, which is a memory roll.
Okay. There's also another aspect of my character I don't know if could tie in together with it.
Okay.
That if you look at my character sheet.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay. So what do you want me to roll again?
Your intelligence plus insight, and I'm gonna lower your target
That's fine.
because of things on your sheet.
That's what I figured. All right. So, jeez. So 5.
3 successes.
3. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you got it. You definitely know that his name is not Thomas.
Yeah.
It could
yeah.
be.
So
It could be a mask, but Beckett's name is Cuthbert.
Yeah.
His name is Cuthbert Beckett.
I'm just that laugh is just happening.
Okay.
Ah.
Like seriously, who am I robbing?
Would you like to share with the class?
You haven't heard of Beckett?
Oh, like the kindred archaeologist? Is this the guy?
Yes, Beckett, the Beckett.
Huh. Oh.
Oh, that would so make sense on why it'd be a bunch of archaeological goods.
Pissed off a famous guy.
Oh.
Awesome.
Oh.
So this tells me that to get this stuff back, and if you're going to help me, then it might cost me a little bit more.
And what do you want this for?
I want the collection.
For what purpose?
For me? Like, I collect things.
Do you not understand what Beckett collects?
He collects items of kindred significance. Yes, I'm aware. So do I.
And I haven't heard of this person. Have I ever heard of this person before within certain circles?
Of Monty?
Yes.
Let me see. Everything is just throwing tests with you.
Sorry.
Tell you what, roll again, give me intelligence plus insight.
Okay. How do
This
I do
feels like his arena, anyways, right now.
Yeah.
Sorry. I feel like I'm taking it all.
You don't get to play that often, so
Yeah,
Still,
I don't have any.
I don't want to take everybody's time. Oh, that's not right.
I'm entertained.
What happened here?
I don't know. I typed it. I typed that wrong. I'll just type the 2D.
Yeah. Roll a 10. Roll a 10. Roll a 10.
That might could happen. That would actually be quite interesting.
Oh.
I keep
Oh my
teasing them.
god! I'm like, how close did you get that time?
You got 3 successes.
Oh jeez.
The name kind of hit you a little bit. Like, you didn't quite get it until you started playing, like, 7 Ways to Kevin Bacon with this guy. There's a lot of information that's popping up. You've got Beckett. You got the name Beckett here, which made you think of this. The fact that the boat's from London, the items that are the items that are being shipped have some significance with like basically if you had a cult on your sheet, man, this would be a lot easier.
I do realize that it's a fault of my design.
No, it's fine. The faults of your design make it better. So you definitely have heard the name Monty Coven. Monty Coven is a Sabbat member from England.
Oh.
Oh shit.
That you know of. That's pretty much all you're gonna get with 3 successes.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's all I really need.
Do we really need more than that? I mean,
details.
Oh.
those details would just horrify me, probably.
Like I said, I will completely make it worth your while if you help me find these things.
I look at the others with kind of like, it's kind of weird with the cat eyes because it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Aren't we on a different kind of a hunt?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. Is we seem to be getting
Yes.
down this.
I apologize. We are actually looking for someone.
Oh, you're busy. Okay, well, who are you looking for? And maybe I can help you find them in exchange for,
That's fair. Yeah. What's the name?
Yeah. 1 second. I gotta look it up because I forget again. Where did I put it?
Specifically, you're looking for Deneb Osborne.
Yes.
All right, Deneb Osborne.
We are looking for a Deneb Osborne.
What kind of name is Deneb?
I don't know. It's different.
A lady's name? A guy's name, I mean.
It's a dude.
Freaking hell!
I keep doing it.
All right. Well, you guys have his name.
Have you seen anybody else here?
I mean, I haven't seen anybody else here, but I might be able to help you find this Deneb.
You can't?
Yeah, maybe. I don't see why not. You seem stressed.
It's been a stressful night.
It really kind of has been. Especially seeing...
Kindred massacre outside.
Yeah, I know. It's so sad. If you want me to...
Wow!
A member,
I don't know
really
it. I don't
learning
know any
that-
of them.
learning that there's
like that?
artifacts of kindred importance purchased by Beckett, and then a member of another group here looking for them. It's just been a stressful night.
Yeah, it really has been.
A member of another group, huh? It's my,
Yeah,
my reputation precede me.
Yes, it does.
Okay, well, that doesn't have to be a thing.
No, it doesn't. And I just kind of look at the others, seeing if they get it.
Like this is a mission of pleasure, not business.
Of course.
Of course, that was his business.
So, Monty, you know about antiquities and stuff.
I do.
What would you know about bone carvings?
I mean, like lots of cultures do bone carvings.
What if it was used for a mask?
Do you have something that I need to see?
Shh. Yeah. I mean, I don't know who actually has it in the group, but
I think I'm
I'm gonna
done.
take it out of my bag and hand it to him. It's wrapped up in the wool.
Ah. Oh, I know this. That's a Harbinger's mask.
Ah,
what?
Uh, dirty little dead things. I think they used to go by Harbingers of Skulls. Nasty.
Tony is like leaning against something at this point.
Nasty little necromancers.
What? Have I? There's no way it'd be a cult, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I assume so.
Actually,
Well, would they have any reason to know anything about that?
Rain?
I am 100% happy to.
I
what
don't
you guys are
think.
doing.
No.
So-
I don't think so.
I will say this: it would probably be like an intelligence plus. Oh, what the heck would memory be?
Insight. It's intelligence plus insight.
So I'd say insight plus intelligence because there is something they have encountered before.
Okay.
Oh,
They didn't know it.
we didn't know it, and now we can put. Wow, interesting how we could do that. So
Okay, they didn't know it.
They didn't realize it. At the time.
I will allow intelligence or wits, whichever is higher.
Same thing.
Okay.
So intelligence plus insight.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 5 minus 1. God damn it.
2 successes. Probably not with 2.
Yeah.
This would be all of them, though.
M's just kind
All of them could do it.
Yeah, all of you can roll that if you want to. M's just kind of looking out the window.
1.
So
Oh,
Fucking 1. Yeah, it was
let's see
a
if
good roll.
Baxter remembers.
God damn it.
This was intelligence plus insight?
yes, or wits,
Or no.
whichever is higher.
Okay, cool.
M and Rain, with your results combined, you have 1.
Did M have none? Oh, wait. Oh, we have 2. We'd have 2.
I
wait.
will-
3.
I got 3.
How bad of a memory is this?
I actually think it would be fairly prevalent given who it's associated with.
I just mean, how bad of an event are they remembering?
Oh, not particularly bad.
Okay. Was it something that led to anything bad?
How should I put this? Going down the road, very eventful. That
Okay.
I don't know if I consider it bad, but very eventful thing.
Okay. I will allow Baxter to win at a cost.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
If you decide that you're either going to win, you're either going to not know what the hell is going on, or you are going to become so obsessed with understanding what the hell this has to do with this. You are going to start basically suffering from the Nosferatu clan compulsion.
Which, if I remember right, is
It's cryptophilia. You are obsessed with knowledge.
okay.
So it is up to you.
I'm gonna go
There's a
with that.
manifest here you can read.
Okay. Baxter's going to go ahead and take that. So you're going to suffer from that,
Yeah.
which means you are 2 traits down in all challenges. unless it has
Okay.
anything to do with figuring out what this is. Okay? So what
Okay.
exactly would Baxter remember?
So they met this person a couple times.
Okay.
They first met them at a party that was being hosted by the Night Artistry. I forget who met her first. I think Baxter was actually the one that spotted her first. The attractive black woman named Samantha had a tattooed skull. She actually had a variety of tattooed skulls on her body, but one was like on the back of her head that looks very much like a skull mask.
Oh.
You know that
Wait a
Samantha
minute.
was dancing with Grant Giovanni when you met Grant for the first time.
I think Grant's honey might be involved in this.
Well, you also know that Samantha was there during the event when Grant was bringing forth the spirit.
Which supports my conclusion. Yes.
You never saw her wear a mask, but it just feels like she would be associated.
It's not Giovanni.
And you know that Grant
right?
Giovanni was also, obviously Hecata, so a necromancer.
Sorry, it's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes.
He did say nasty little necromancers.
He did.
Yeah.
Fine, I shudder.
Why am I not surprised that a necromancer has risen back from the dead and to become a problem for us again?
I take it you've had problems with them in the past.
Let's just say the Great Gatsby wasn't so great to deal with.
Is that what we were calling him?
Yes.
We were calling him
calling
Gatsby.
All right.
Yeah, no, he was. That's right. That's right. I snapped my fingers and go, oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Necromancer.
He sucks.
It was literally only a couple months ago. Actually, 2 months ago.
Yeah, well, that's for the player. That's for the characters. For the players have been friggin' a lot longer.
True.
Been over
This
a
is true.
year.
So,
Miss these characters.
what do you think?
Hmm.
Help an
About?
old guy out?
Sure.
Yes.
You can give us a line on what we're looking for.
He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a lighter.
Cool.
I think
And
I have one of those too.
then pulls
I
out
wasn't.
Let him use his.
I let him use his. I know. I was thinking about using it, but I'm like.
He pulls
I mean,
out a
on the ship.
length of white satin ribbon as well.
Yeah, it's the same damn thing. Well, you didn't actually have to do it. I was gonna go looking for. I was gonna just keep looking around the ship, but I didn't think. I wasn't sure if he was on the ship or somewhere else. And we have a limited time. Wait a minute. Are you sure he's here, like on the ship, or really close at hand?
Oh, I doubt he's on the ship.
Oh,
I mean, I haven't seen anybody on the ship, but I also haven't checked the lower layers either. Is this person that you're looking for supposed to be here on the ship?
we don't have a clue where he is, so
Maybe before we do anything, we should just check the lower layers. You want to check out the artifacts anyways, right?
Yeah, suit yourself. And he puts
Well,
them back in his pocket.
since we're helping you first, it does kind of make sense to do that first, and then go see what if we can find the guy.
All right. So, what am I doing?
I guess we're going to the lower layers.
Lead the way.
Okay, lead the
Tony
way.
just looks nervous.
I'm letting Monty go in front of me
I
because
don't. Monty said
I
lead the
don't
way.
know how to navigate a ship
Okay.
or navigate through a ship.
So he says lead the way, and you guys basically just move out of the way and let him go
Well,
first.
Tony will after a moment, Tony will take a lead.
Okay.
Just because it's just an awkward moment and he doesn't want to be in there anymore. And then he'll start heading down the ship as best he can,
Okay.
and he'll look for the signs that tell us where to go.
Yeah, no, it's well labeled, and it's actually connected to the it's connected to the part of the ship that you're on yourself. Like you go downstairs.
Yeah, the superstructure.
Yeah, you go downstairs, and there's another door that leads down, and you basically just come into this massive hollow of the ship that has more of those big shipping containers. Maybe about 24 or so.
Do we see? I do look around. Are there security systems around here? Cameras, padlocks,
No,
things like that.
no, you don't see any security systems. And most of the bins look open.
Oh, that's interesting. Like the verification straps have been opened themselves.
Yep. They don't. At least they're not on them.
Yeah.
If they
So,
were,
do we
if they
see any
had them
lying
at
around?
all- huh?
Do we see any lying around that were taken
No,
off?
you don't see any laying
Okay.
around. If there were any on them at all, they've been taken off.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just look for signs for, I don't know, temperature control area.
That part's not hard to find. There is a closed off area that yeah. It's
I'm also just
not
gonna.
exactly a refrigerator, but it is a temperature controlled area. It is well labeled.
Yep. Also, just want to look around to see if there's anything else that spots out, like a person around.
Yeah, any more people?
You don't see anybody down here.
All right, go to the room and I guess enter if we can, unless
Yeah.
it's locked or something.
It looked like it was locked at some point,
Oh,
but the lock that is on the door is cut. Like it
Cut?
looks like somebody took bolt cutters to it.
okay. I will look at the others and then I'll open it cautiously.
Okay. You open it, and there are several wooden crates inside that have all been opened, and there is some packaging material. It's like straw that is just thrown all over the place.
Seems someone else was already here.
Does now, doesn't it?
Yeah. Any
What?
clues?
How is he reacting?
He does not look surprised at all.
Oh,
Nor am I actually at that, given what we saw out in front. Seems whoever attacked may have taken what was here as well.
well, did the ship just arrive?
Given the manifest, when did it arrive?
The ship arrived about a week ago.
Oh, okay. Do we know how long ago the fight? Well, actually, does Monty know how long ago the fight? He came saw the aftermath too, though.
Yep.
When did he come by? Just earlier today?
I mean, you ask him when he got here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll tell you just earlier this evening.
Okay. Do we think the fight was that recent? And maybe whoever's involved?
The fight looks relatively recent.
Yeah, so
Yeah, especially
probably-
since the ash wasn't scattered around a lot. Wind and all. Especially
and the
port.
smell of vitae was still.
Yeah. Spell of Vitae was strong, yep.
We need
Looks
to find out.
Looks
I
like
think-
we were a little late.
Or you're
Maybe
just
I'm-
on time. Could you imagine showing up early? Look at the mess outside.
Well,
You have a point.
maybe we need to find. Of course. I mean, do we? So here's the thing. I don't know. Is it a stretch to say that maybe that our missing Tremere and this fight could be connected? Is that a stretch at all to think?
You're missing some Tremere, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Like
what we're
I
looking
took
for.
that as a plural.
I don't know. It's one Tremere that we're looking for, so I don't know if it's multiple. I was just saying.
Currently, we don't have anything that would connect the two.
Yeah, exactly.
But given that we were sent here, it is clearly not a coincidence.
No, it makes me wonder what.
And once again, Tony looks a little nervous.
It makes me wonder what the Raven knew.
Mm-hmm.
She obviously usually does know more than she tells.
Are we talking about an actual bird or?
No, we're talking about the person who sent us on this mission. Or we sent us three on this mission. Well, maybe you should use that ribbon.
He's gonna look at all of you. What do y'all think?
Well, whatever you wanted's not here anymore, and we need to find this guy. So, yeah.
Yes, maybe we'll get lucky and they will be together.
Well, if you insist, I'm happy to do this.
Sure.
All right. Probably outside would be better so that we're not wandering around through the boxes.
Meanwhile, inside, I'm giggling, thinking I'm not going to get burned now.
Okay.
Little middle finger in my brain goes up to the Raven. So
He'll start walking towards the exit.
oh yeah, we'll follow him.
Follow him.
Tony will hold
course.
Baxter back for a second.
What?
Once he gets a little bit far away.
Okay. You guys have something to...
And he'll whisper quietly, making sure that they keep walking.
Okay.
Have you truly never heard of the Sabbat?
Pretty sure in character we hadn't before this, but no.
They are... Oh. I mean... One might think we're monsters, but to us, they are.
Are we talking something that feeds on vampires, or some other kind of kindred?
Feeds on vampires. Yes, but more than that, they are the ones that are I don't know about the clashes with the Anarchs, but they've been clashing with the Camarilla for, oh God, I don't know how long. For forever almost. Things have been tame, but in the late 90s, they were assaulting kindred of non-Sabbat areas all over the place. They are dangerous, to say the least.
And you think And we think they're involved in this too.
I don't know. It's just something to be aware of. Just don't let your guard down around him.
What are you saying? You think he's Sabat?
He is. I've heard of him. I don't know the details, but I do recall him.
I'll be careful.
Do that. And then he'll kind of let him go and we'll catch up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when Monty got out, he got to work. He does tell those of you who followed him directly up there that this will take a few moments of preparation, and he is going to spend the next few minutes sitting cross-legged on the probably right at the gangplank, and slowly marinating this ribbon in his blood. It's gonna take about 5 minutes of prep time as he sits there and just slowly just works the blood into the ribbon until it's completely saturated red.
Wow.
So
I feel like a dick now. I totally feel like a dick didn't use our own. It's already in the blood, so we would have had to do that.
he's actually humming while he's doing it.
Oh, he's enjoying this? Okay.
He seems happy with himself. He doesn't seem put out or anything. So that's what you guys will. That's what Tony and Baxter will walk in on. So you guys will have a few minutes of conversation before he's done, if you would like it.
I don't know. I don't really know even what to say right now.
Tony just looks
Now,
nervous.
is the blood... You said his own blood. Is it from his wrist or...
Well, Baxter and Tony probably wouldn't have seen it because he would have started before. But he actually seems to bring, M and Rain would see that he actually tends to bring the blood to the surface of his palm without making an incision, without anything. He just starts.
Oh, wow.
He almost he holds the ribbon up with his one finger and a thumb with his left hand, and with his right hand he just pulls blood into his palm and then starts to just slowly draw his hand down the ribbon until it's completely saturated.
All right.
And he's just sitting there humming as he does it.
That looks interesting. Wonder what kind of ritual that is.
Can everybody throw me a rouse check, please?
Oh. All right. How do you do?
That's current hunger? Or...
It's just a...
Just
Yeah.
one d6 or one d10.
Yeah, it's just a... Oh no! Oh my goodness.
Everyone except for Rain.
Okay, so upon the scent of him doing this ritual,
Oh, God, everyone gets hungry.
everyone but Rain gains a hunger.
Jesus.
That's some good vitae,
It
man.
just smells so good and so potent.
Yeah, Tony's getting a bit peckish, to say the least.
I think you're all getting a bit peckish.
So, no one has anything they want to say before we finish this up?
I mean, well, I'm trying to think if there's anything to say. I don't know. What do you guys, what do you all think? I mean, I can't. Word, I mean, if I don't know, I'm all confused now.
Oh.
I mean, do you think it's the Inquisition, or do you think it was just an interested party and it just this is vampire on vampire, or
I have no clue. But if this guy can help us find this Osborne person, then we should let him.
oh, I'm fine
Hey,
with having help.
he's
Maybe
cute. He's got a nice accent.
Okay, so
uh,
at that,
Tony's just got a low rumble as he's like staring, at the sash dipped in his vitae.
at that, he takes the lighter, which is just a cheap Bic. It's nothing fancy. It's not a Zippo. It's nothing special. It's just like a 99-cent Bic
Does
from
he-
7-Eleven.
Does he do the stoner thing where he gets a hot pink one so no one steals it?
No, he has a. It's the Jamaican flag. Like it's the Rasta
Respectable.
flag. It's the
Okay.
Rasta flag. He flicks it once, and the fire moves up at a alarming rate. Like you would imagine, something soaked in blood like this would not catch, but it is kindred vitae, so maybe. But it just like up in flames in seconds.
Oh man, if the U.S. government finds out our Vitae is flammable, we're screwed.
we already are screwed by as far as they're concerned.
But right in front of his face, it's not gonna. There's no mechanics involved in this, but it is gonna make everybody a little bit nervous.
So wait, does he hold on to the thing in his hand as it burns?
He holds onto the thing, and it just like, just up in smoke. Just it's gone before he has a chance to let go of it.
Oh
And-
wow, okay.
And the ashes just slowly rain down around around the ground, next to his lap, next to his legs, and he looks over at you guys.
Now
Almost
look at him.
with a concerned look on his face, and he goes,
Oh shit.
I don't think you're gonna find Osborne.